Tēnā koutou katoa, te whānau, no mai haere mai, welcome into Palmerston North by Palmy Arena for the Manawatu Jets Hawke's Bay Hawks Rapid League game, the Sky Broadband Rapid League, and there's no one more qualified to talk about the Sky Broadband Rapid League than the man who came up with the concept himself, Justin Nelson. He is joining me, Taylor Johnson, with you for this evening. Can't wait for this game. The Jets looking for their first win of the season.
Yeah, kia ora to you. You're too kind with your words, Taylor, as always. Yeah, Jets 0-3 on the season. The Hawks are 1-1. Interesting times. So much more to play out in this exciting Sky Broadband Rapid League. Here's the ladder at the moment, and you can see the Jets sitting down there in 10th position. Really
important to get plenty of points on the board, should I say, for this game. You can see they're 117 against for the Manawatu Jets. Obviously, they've played one extra game, but they will need to fix that up for the big league.
Yeah, of course, the points carry over into the NZNBL if you're new to the Sky Broadband Rapid League. There is some prize money up for grabs as well, so there's a lot to play out for. Every basket counts.
Let's take a look at the Taylor Hawks starting five for this. Kara, Ball, Murphy, Smiler and Moore. And who have you been impressed with?
Yeah, Jackson Ball's the player to watch, no doubt, the young 16-year-old. What I really like about the Hawks and what they're doing at the moment in this program, 6 of their 12 players on the roster are from Napier Boys High School or, played there as a junior. So there's a lot to like about the local talent.
Homegrown talent, super special. And there'll be a bit of feeling in this game too, with this being the two provinces right next to each other in Hawke's Bay and the Manawatu, as we take a look at the property brokers Jets with Cowes, Pern, Stent, Crate and Richards. And there's a name missing, Lafayette, because he's been elevated to the sales squad.
Yeah, having to shuffle things around a little bit with no Tyrell Harrison, of course. Lachlan Crate, the player to watch here, I think.
Certainly need to bring more aspects of his height to this game. Missing Lafayette, but this should be coming. And the fans are out in support as well, which is fantastic to see on a Thursday evening. Nowhere else you'd rather be.
Looking cool on a Thursday night. Chemist Warehouse head-to-head for this one. Crate Ball, we spoke about them. Field goal percentage actually pretty good for these two teams. Points per game, we're seeing some high scores. These two teams need to lift their scoring rate.
Chemist Warehouse, our stats sponsor in a Sky Broadband Rapid League, as well as the Sales NBL. And as you say, the field goal percentage has been very good for both teams. As we look at the coin referees now, Sampan, Amy Jo Clark and Mikhailo Ngatai Rimene.
Had 3 overtime games, Taylor, in the Sky Broadband Rapid League in round 2, including 1 double overtime game. And it was the Hawks involved in that game. They got home by 2 against the Sharks, but it did go into double OT. Quite amazing, of course. If we have an overtime period in the Rapid League, it goes back to the centre for a jump ball, and it's just 1 minute. I love that. I love the fact that it goes back with a jump ball as well.
Yeah, I did the other overtime game with the Airs and the Tuatara. That one was fantastic too, decided in the last few seconds. As we tip off in the Sky Broadband Rapid League between the Property Brokers Jets and the Taylor Hawks, and it will be the Manawatu in the green with first possession, and they coughed the ball up early. Good hustle.
Turnovers for these two teams worth keeping an eye on as well. The Jets 11 turnovers per game. They actually rank last in the league. So interesting that they start with a turnover for the game. The Hawks averaging 7 a game as the court just getting cleaned up early. Young Jacob Murphy here played well on Sunday against the Sharks. He's got those bright green kicks. Keep an eye on him as well for the Hawks.
There's a couple of bright colours on there. I'm loving the look of them. As the Hawks just looking what their options are. Murphy with the neon shoes and goes up for the basket. Couldn't get there, but finished off by his teammate.
Yeah, Tommy Ferguson started with a 15-point game in Rapid League against the Phi, and he's enjoying the opportunity to play more minutes.
He's got 20 points so far this season, 67%. As goes for his own rebound, and that's a good finish.
Strong off the glass, second chance points. Good start for both teams tonight, 2 apiece.
Bringing the ball up the court now are the Hawks. Kara gives it back to Murphy with that mid-range shot. And the rebound not collected cleanly, so it will be a Jets ball.
He drew 2 plays as well. Murphy had Kobe Kara wide open to his left and passed it up and went the shot instead.
Pressure being applied by the Hawks, but just drawing the foul.
Yeah, not a lot in that. Zoram Smiler, maybe just a touch to the body, a hand check, and that was enough for the whistle to go.
So the Hawks playing in the white for the Rapid League game. So Jets attempt to inbound. It's with Richards. It's a ball back into Cowles. Good ball movement at the moment from the Jets. Cowles with the shot. Target there. This time the Hawks bring the ball up at pace as well. Lovely handles and strong finish.
Yeah, good use of the body as well. Used the shoulder to his advantage, Kobe Kara, and that was a sign of things to come in this game, I think. Kobe Kara is the sort of player who can really dominate this one.
Just getting a hand to it with the Hawks, but regathered well by the Jets. And another good finish at the end there.
Basket for basket at the moment. These two teams sorting themselves out. Some good signs at both ends.
You can see both teams just getting a bit of a feeler with each other. Spreading that ball around. Testing out the defensive pressure. Step back from Murphy. Couldn't quite get the bounce. And again, lovely ball movement from the Hawks. This time it's three. Down on the edge, and it's Kara again.
Yeah, there he is in the corner. Nice shot, good setup, and it was a second chance opportunity too. Jacob Murphy.
Cowles tries to go in underneath the defense. Again, going on his own. There's Murphy, and he gets a foul.
Proving a little bit of a handful at the moment, Jacob Murphy. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay again, heads up, pushing that ball up the floor quickly. They want to play with pace. We've seen that so much already in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. There was a game in round 2, 16-minute game, of course, 4x4 minutes if you're new to it. 81 points was scored in one of the games last week. It can get up and down very, very quickly. And if these players are nailing their shots, the scoreboard ticks over, dare I say it, with rapid pace.
The innovation of the Rapid League has been absolutely brilliant for the confidence of these players. As you said, the field goal percentage for these two teams in particular has been good because they've got the confidence to let the ball go. As Cowles drives himself into the paint.
Oh, nice.
Nice roll.
Good on the left, found the gap and finished well. Great to see the assistant coaches as well, the Sal's NBL assistant coaches, heavily involved in Rapid League and using it as development opportunity for them as well. We've seen coin officials, of course, some of the younger brigade coming through and cutting their teeth. So it's not just developing the players, but also the coaches and the officials, which is great to see.
This time the Hawks, they kick it out to Casson and then out to the left. Can't get that one to fall.
Yet again, though, Murphy getting a hand in there on the O boards and they get it back. Here he is.
Murphy for three, just short. Moore with the offensive rebound. And defensively, the Jets not really getting their hands on any of those rebounds. Strong move from Kara. It was an offensive foul charge.
I think he knew that straight away as well. Good defense, Jackson Stent. The Hawks average 7.5 offensive rebounds a game in Rapid League. There's the replay. And I think Kobe Kara knew straight away that the whistle was going to go against him. And just like that, Taylor, 47 seconds to play in the first quarter.
3 points a deficit. The Hawks, the visitors, with the lead at the moment. The Jets with possession. Just looking at their options, driving. And they've lost the ball now. The Hawks, what can they do in transition? Oh, it's a little bit messy. Bodies on the floor.
Well, I think young Moore just found a way to trip himself over. Casson somehow in the end got a shot up. He was fouled. Have a look at this. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Watch Moore come through here. He's literally just tripped over his own feet.
Going too quick. Going too quick in the Rapid League.
Casson at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And there's 0 of 3 from the Chemist Warehouse so far tonight, the Hawks. Actually, I take that back. That is very, very poor form because Jacob Murphy hit 2 of 2 to start off tonight from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
They extend the lead now to 4 points, 30 seconds left to play.
Nice to see our Sky Sport camera operator down the bottom of the court there. wearing a Queen's jersey out of Tauihi, supporting the Tauihi tonight.
Why not? Silbertson with the ball, looking at the difference. It's about 7 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And
Kara.
Yeah, gets his hand to it, does Kara. And then with the finish as well.
Nice work, Jackson Ball to Kobe Kara. The steal from Kara. Nearly got it back a second time as well. Great start tonight for the Hawks, out by 6.
Yeah, first quarter score, 12 points to 6. The Hawks with the lead. Just 1 minute break.
Yeah, it is 1 minute between quarters in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. 2 minutes at half time. It's the only time the coaches get a chance to speak to the players. Both teams, of course, do have a player timeout per half. And I don't know why we keep doing this to ourselves. Up it comes again. The Cell special for this week. Have a look at that. It looks an absolute ripper. Large Fire Island pizza, $40. There's the QR code. Cell's Hoop is the code for this week, available till next Tuesday. Are you a hot and spicy pizza lover, or you got to go a little bit mild, Taylor?
I'm mild. I'm a mild person. Can't have a spicy pizza. Doesn't agree with the tummy.
Don't speak to Casey Frank about anything spicy. And have a look at this one, the Sky Broadband Fibre starter from $30 a month, skybroadband.co.nz, or call 0800 64 64 64. Nice and easy. That's a great deal as well.
100%. Especially if you're watching the Sal's NBL on TikTok every Wednesday.
Well, TikTok tonight as well. Sal's NBL tonight. There's no Wednesday night game in round 3, so the TikTok game is a Thursday night game. You can catch all of that coming up from 7:30 p.m, of course. Chemist Warehouse stat sheet for that opening quarter. Kobe Kara leading the way, 7 points, top scorer on the court.
He's got a dominant presence on defense as well, as he saw, with a couple of steals and getting his hand to the ball as the Hawks offense. Not afraid to go back, and good handles being shown here as well. Lays it up. That's lovely work.
Smiler, young rising point guard, can play the off-guard position as well. Good finish.
The Jets now looking for some options. Lovely cut coming in, and he throws it down too.
Play of the game, well worked out. Great cut to the basket, Lachlan Crate.
The Hawks now looking to respond. It's an open 3 there. Didn't quite get the finish.
And Jackson Ball, of course, nailed that 3 last week for the Hawks. That helped them get up eventually with the win over the Sharks.
The Hawks with the zone defense at the moment, and it's not enough to shut that man down.
Back to back. Lachlan Crate, we did say look out for him. Nice work. Jets right back in it now.
He's got his tail up, isn't he? And this game is being played at a frenetic pace. And again, they just couldn't get their hands on the rebound, but it will go the way of the Jets. But offensively, the Hawks have been good on their rebounds and crashing the glass nicely.
Yeah, offensive rebounds so far for the Hawks in this one. 4 offensive rebounds, 2 defensive rebounds. That's how good they've been on the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet. And if the Jets aren't going back to Lachlan Crate this time down the court, there's something not right. There he is at the moment, cutting through underneath.
If he can go 3 from 3, we'll be impressed. Richards goes up and under. Brilliant defense from the Hawks coming in. They bring the ball up court, the bounce pass and the finish.
Well, that was all about Tommy Ferguson, wasn't it? Really good work at the defensive end, and then able to come down and feed Jacob Murphy.
3, 4. Stop it! The man's on fire. 4-point play.
Lachlan Crate. That is 8 straight points for him. And he's got a chance to add a 9th from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Have a look at this. Took contact. And he is on fire.
Lachlan Crate had the Chemist Warehouse stripe. For the 4-point play, doesn't get the finish in the end.
Missed the easy shot. Missed the easiest shot.
Hawks looking for a reply. Kara Dishes the ball back to Murphy. Murphy into the paint. Brilliant defence again from the Jets. It's been a real turn in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're up and about at the moment, aren't they? Getting some stops and, importantly, getting some points.
Great spin from Richards, but just couldn't get that roll on the basket. Kara, heavy fall, and he'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2.
Yeah, went searching for contact on that drive and got the whistle in his favour. Changes his mind right here on the crossover through traffic, and it's the right call. He'll head to the coloured stripe, and he had 7 points in that opening quarter, Taylor, and he's the man for the Hawks who can respond to this Lachlan Crate-driven challenge right now.
Well, despite the comeback from the Jets, it is still the Hawks with the lead. 3 points and a chance for Kara to make it 4.
And the Hawks have had the close game so far in the Rapid League, as Kara makes the second. Lost to the Phi in round 1 by 1, and then took down the Sharks in double overtime by 2. The Jets, on the other hand, they're 3 games so far this season, 3 losses. Went down to the Airs by 10. The Sharks by 17, and the Nuggets by 2. Sal's NBL round 3, inclusion round, I should say. Is it inclusive or inclusion?
Why not both?
Well, Casey Frank will let me know. It all means the same thing. Inclusion round.
Yeah, honouring the achievements of the Special Olympics athletes, so we'll see a couple of them throughout the broadcast this weekend.
Yeah, ran it for the first time, I think, last season in the Sal's NBL inclusion round, and gee, it was well taken up across the community and the teams, and terrific initiative by the league, and it's back again in season 2024.
The Jets now looking for an opportunity just to cut down that lead. They won't get the basket, but they will get a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
And Jonty Kells has been important so far, hasn't he? Involved in quite a bit, just a couple of points in the game. And he'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe now. Lachlan Crate, 8 straight points in this quarter, has fired up the Jets. Early game tonight. Sal's NBL coming up a little bit later. Such an important game for these two teams tonight.
Oh, absolutely. That was the first successful free throw of the night. Not getting the rebound, falling into the hands of the Hawks. Can they extend the lead? Losing the handle there. Casson. And he gets the whistle too.
Nearly put it down. That big last step to his right. Didn't see too much of Balon Casson in the opening round. Played a little bit more last week. And you can just see Kells stepping across there and committing the foul. Plenty of action from the Chemist Warehouse stripe in this second quarter.
And certainly for the Hawks. For the Jets, not so much. He goes for the second attempt. It's now a 5-point lead for the Hawks. Now minute 16 left in the first half of the Sky Broadband Rapid League match, and good pressure being applied by Ryder Moore.
Is there any such thing as just a clean white basketball boot? Do they exist anymore?
I love clean white kicks. Oh, Moore though decides to disrupt the back pass. Oh, lovely work from the Hawks.
Kobe Kara with the pass, Jackson Ball with the finish, and we spoke about how many of these players have come through Napier Boys High School, and you can see it coming out in their play as well. They've played a lot of basketball together.
Another 3-point, this time to Pern.
Oh, nice work, Xavier Pern. He moves up to 5 points. And good to see some threes going down for both teams.
They're just refusing to go away at the moment, are the Jets. Hawks can't really pull away from them as they fire their own 3 up bounces off the back of the rim, but tidied up once more under the hoop. Looking for a second chance points, and they get it.
Offensive rebound number 5 for the Hawks.
Another 3. Oh, thought this one was going to go in. They've been on fire from outside the arc, the Jets.
Already hit 2 this quarter, Lachlan Crate.
They will get the opportunity to inbound the ball, the Jets.
Chemist Warehouse stats, Kobe Kara leading the way, 9 points for the Hawks. Lachlan Crate has 8 for the Jets. And there's the first use in this game of the player timeout. Now, interestingly, 11.5 seconds to go, but this is all about what are we going to do here, because there's no ball advancement. The ball was already up the court, so I don't mind this from the Jets. There's a lot of teams, Taylor, that use it also to advance the ball, but right now, with 11.5, I think they'll probably step back out here and look to use all of this time and not give the Hawks another opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. Use it or lose it, right? So you get a fresh player timeout in the second half. There's only 11.5 seconds left in this first half, so smart move as well. You might as well use it while it's there.
Saw Troy Baxter Jr. stretching out and watching on at the moment. Such an important piece for the Jets. Let's see if they use the time here.
Cowles goes into the paint himself, tries to draw some contact and gets it.
He does. He'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, but importantly, what should happen off the back of this, either a make or a miss on the second shot. If the Hawks get possession, they're obviously going to call a player timeout straight away and advance the ball, and they do have time to look at some points.
Cowles gets that one in as well, so 20-24. And the field goal percentage has been impressive for both teams. Jets at 53%, Hawks at 50%. And there is the player timeout that we spoke about.
Yeah, Kobe Kara calling it straight away. Don't want to confuse our viewers by thinking there's 49 seconds left. Not sure that that's completely correct. We might get a shot of the actual scoreboard in the venue. It's a tricky one here at Fly Palmy Arena, but we're going to get an advanced ball here and a late opportunity for the Hawks to score. Or I wonder if there is 49 seconds left. Let's have a look. I doubt it. Ball in. They ran this play last week against the Sharks, exactly the same play. Kobe Kara is fouled, 2.3 seconds to play.
Yeah, Pern was the one guilty of committing that foul.
And that is the exact sideline play they ran against the Sharks to get that 3 ball for Jackson Ball. And they went on and won that game in double overtime. So, hey, if it works, go back to the cookie jar.
If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. And we end up coming away with an opportunity for 2 points. Kara getting the first. Opportunity now to get an additional point and extend that lead. As we said, the Hawks are doing enough to retain the lead at the moment. And the Jets not going away as they've got seconds to get this ball away. And bouncing off the top of the backboard. So 25 points to 20. It is halftime here in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And it is the Taylor Hawks leading the Property Brokers Jets.
Yeah, good contest. Certainly could go any way from here. Jets still looking for their first win of the Rapid League season. And it was Lachlan Crate in that quarter, wasn't it, who got them going. Chemist Warehouse stats to half-time. And it's a battle between Kobe Kara and Lachlan Crate as far as the points go. Xavier Pern nailed a couple of shots that quarter as well. Tommy Ferguson, you'd expect that from him, strong on the boards. Yeah,
but look at the rebounds as well. There's not that many in total for the Jets. It was an even spread for the Hawks as well.
Yeah, dominating that part of the game, 11-6. No blocks as yet, and a couple of steals with the Hawks leading at the half. Field goal percentage at halftime, the Jets going at 50%. The Hawks also at 50, so very tight there. The Hawks 1 of 6 from downtown. The Jets 3 of 6. But it is all about the Chemist Warehouse stripe at the moment for the Hawks. 8 of 10, got there 10 times in the first half. The Jets are 3 of 5.
Discipline at the moment defensively as well for the Jets is hurting them, particularly around shooting art.
Now for our viewers, new interactive opportunity this season. Look for it in the pre-game during the Sal's NBL. It's the new poll. You can go in there and predict a winner, of course, for tonight and win some Sal's pizzas. Who have you gone for tonight, TJ?
I have gone for the Hawks.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's a big move, isn't it, this week with the Jets? Tyrell Harrison, I believe, flew out of the country yesterday. He was supposed to play tonight originally, but he's been called back to Australia by his ANBL team, the Brisbane Bullets, and won't be playing tonight. So it will be an undersized Jets team. Another shot of some colourful kicks. And Lachlan Crate to get us underway.
The Jets on the offense in the second half. He would have been set in the halftime chat. Nice open look down there for Cowles, and he banks it.
And it was good work by Jackson Stent. Set a couple of screens up high just to free up that pass and get the defence moving. Great start for the Jets in this second half.
The Hawks now looking to reply with some points of their own. Murphy kicks it out, looks to draw some defenders away. Again, they've got the offensive rebound. The Jets need to tidy up that area of their game. Murphy for three. This time they come away with the rebound, the Jets.
6 offensive rebounds for the Hawks.
Looking at the options now, just losing the handles for the Jets was Crate. Murphy. Oh, nice cut into the paint. And a soft finish coming in. Lovely touch from Watt.
Yeah, Tommy Ferguson it was. Just too big and too strong. 6 points, 4 rebounds in the game.
The Jets, oh, very open look here coming in. And he banks it too. Got to nail those ones, and he does.
Yeah, can hit big shots, Jackson Stent. He, when he's on, he can nail them from long range.
Just 1 point now, the difference. The Jets cutting down into the Hawks lead. Just looking for their options at the moment, the Hawks. No one really nominating to drive, and there it is.
Oh, great pass. Smiley did well to Ferguson. Another second opportunity, offensive rebound, number 7. But terrific work by Zoram Smiler to set that up.
The Jets now still trailing. They haven't taken the lead since that first quarter. Lovely bounce pass into Stent, but he couldn't finish it.
Yeah, he should have finished that. Slipped through really, really well. Open shot in the end, and an opportunity goes missing. Kobe Kara back the other way. And again, another offensive rebound, dominating the boards, the Hawks.
Absolutely. Looking nice and strong there, trying to go quickly in transition. They will get the ball back, the Jets. But you're totally right at the moment. Just too strong in the paint at the moment, the Hawks.
13-7 rebound count in favour of the Hawks. 7 offensive rebounds, 9 second chance points. That is the difference in this game.
Once he steps up to that free throw line, we're going to put it up in the air.
Looking to inbound is Cowles. Oh, lovely shot, but it ends up going towards the backboard. And in fact, it did look like a shot instead of a pass, should I?
Well, it was intended for Lachlan Crate. This is a really good move from the Hawks back the other way. Ferguson off the glass, starting to take control now. Everything about the setup from the Jets was good. The execution, not so good.
Ferguson has been strong since he's come back onto the court. Stent looking to try and find a teammate and ends up just getting absolutely harassed by Ferguson.
Well, you called it. Tommy Ferguson has been good since coming back into this game. 10-7 for him now. He's on his way to a double-double, and we don't often see double-doubles in the Sky Broadband Rapidly because it's so quick, 16-minute game. But he is really starting to take this contest by the scruff of the neck. We'll just update you on that score, by the way. 31, in fact 33-26 it is. And the Jets need something out of this right now. Looks like some screen-the-screener action. Richard steps out. Let's see what Kells can do.
Absolutely outside the out there, getting absolutely harassed again. This defense is so good at the moment for the Hawks. And with the finish, Murphy.
Oh, Ferguson getting up.
And again, it's just following on each play. the support play has been brilliant from the Hawks. Always following up and crashing the boards, as we already mentioned. 3 this time for the Jets. Batting the ball back for the rebound is Pern. Crate drives himself and stolen, just totally ripped out of the hands by Murphy.
7 turnovers.
Again, another no-look pass to Ferguson.
Well, he's killing them right now. He is absolutely playing with confidence, Tommy Ferguson, dominating this third quarter. And he has opened this one up for the Hawks.
On the bench on their feet, giving him his flowers. And again, the man of the moment with the rebound. Surely a double-double by now. Ball, open 3. Can't finish it, but what a quarter from the Hawks, in particular, Tommy Ferguson.
Yeah, 12-6 run. They've opened this one up. 11-point lead. There he is, Jared Kenny, the 38-year-old GM of the Hawks these days. Had to step out and play in round 1 with import guard Isaiah Moore missing with an ankle injury. I had a chat with him earlier today, and he was really happy with what he saw from the Hawks on Sunday against the Sharks in both the Rapid League and the Sal's NBL. What a star player. 22 seasons in the competition for Jared Kenny. And officially he has played now in season 2024, so mark it down as another one. But as you said, TJ, that quarter completely belonged to Tommy Ferguson. He has moved up to 16 points and 9 rebounds in the game. A couple of the Hawks getting ready for the Sal's NBL. That's not too far away. Sky Broadband FIBA starter, $30 a month for the first 3 months. skybroadband.co.nz. Check it out. Mustafa Heron headed into the rooms. How important is he tonight?
Oh, he's going to be huge, particularly as we've already mentioned, Harrison is out, so points in the paint won't come easy. And Heron having to play dual roles tonight.
Benny the Bear might have to get out there at some stage to add some height. I get the feeling Mustafa Heron's one of your favourite players. True or false?
I don't mind Mustafa Heron. I mean, the import trio from last year was definitely my favourite here at the Jets. And at least he stuck around. As Ferguson looks to start the last quarter the way he finished the third, and does exactly that.
Well, 18 in the game, shooting at 90%. He's 9 of 10 right now, Tommy Ferguson. It's his world. We are just living in it right now. 18
in a game, and he's only played 12 minutes, or less than 12 minutes as well, which is crazy. And the Hawks, well, there's a bit of a shove.
Going to go his way, though, Balon Casson. Good move from the young man. Just a teenager. Another turnover to set this up. I don't mind that. Good call from the referee. Get out of my way.
Certainly showed him the way. It's Casson. Adds the final point as well. So the Hawks starting to run away with this game. And in the second quarter, it looked like the Jets were well and truly back into it. But as we've mentioned, Ferguson had other ideas. Still plenty of time left for this Jets team to score. They need to do it from outside the arc. They'll go the easy route and go into the paint.
Yeah, good pass, Richards. Straight down the alley with the pass. Nicely set up. And Tom Gold, good to see him getting some action as well. Finishes it off. And good hands. Thomas Gold. A little bit of a purple patch here. Turns it over, though.
He did brilliantly to pick the pocket. And Kara just gets the finish. Looked like it was going to bounce out there.
Assist number 2 for Tommy Ferguson.
Strong defence, and it's a travel as well. Defence has been good for the Hawks today, both in zone and went on man on.
He just pulled the chair there on Dov Silberstein. And this second half dominated by the Hawks tonight. It's now a 17, make that a 19-6 run since half-time. Sam Grugan, I'm pretty happy with what he's seen from these young Chargers.
Murphy to Moore. Back to Murphy, back to Moore. We're just asking for a floor wipe. We did see a trip earlier.
There is Sam Grugan, an Aussie coach into the league this season. There's a couple floating around. Of course, assistant coach at the Cairns Taipans in the Aussie NBL. And from all reports, and we're seeing it already, just a wonderful developer of young players in particular.
Ryder Moore inbounds. Kara looking for Ferguson.
Oh, just give it to him.
One-on-one underneath. Stent does well defensively, and it will be the Jets' ball. Just stayed strong up against him.
Not sure what the top score in the Sky Broadband Rapid League is this season. I think Truleo Lasongiape put on 20 last week for the Bulls, in a loss, mind you. Tommy Ferguson, 18 at the moment. Could set a new record here. He had 15 in game 1 against the Phi, of course.
This Rapid League has been fantastic for these young developing players, particularly for their coaches as well, to see them get some good game time. As Stent for 3. And not really finding the radar this evening. Ferguson and Stent go toe-to-toe once more. Ferguson wins the battle, but couldn't finish the basket, but gets around him nicely.
Geez,
good movement.
Lachlan Crate did well there in the end defensively. I thought there was contact, but both those players had a little bit of a chuckle amongst themselves. Ferguson now getting a well-earned rest. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Have a look at this. Oh, no, good work. Lachlan Crate, block number 1 for him tonight.
So the Hawks, and again, just a loose pass, you'd call that one, as Crate collects. Stead plants, fires the 3, and they're just dribbling that ball up. No, it will be their ball, the Jet. The Hawks, no, the Hawks.
Yeah, he is 1 of 3 tonight, Jackson Stent, from long range. His eyes have lit up on the last 2.
Defense, let's go.
So the Jets in their zone defense. Good movement as well being shown by the Hawks and Murphy. Couldn't finish that one either. So the difference at the moment quite large. Stent, that one completely missed this time.
Don't worry about missing the last 2. He's going to keep having a crack to finish this one off. Kobe Kara, nice little basket underneath.
Well, the confidence not wavering, that's for sure. As we'd like to see players play with a whole lot of confidence, as with Byrne driving and getting that foul. He'll take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, and as we've seen so far in this competition, it is up and back stuff, really, really quick. Xavier Pern heads to the stripe. Really impressive in this second half, the Hawks.
Well, the Jets, they had 20 points at the half. They've only managed to score 8, now 9. And 7 minutes to play.
There's a 5-point margin at half time. And Tommy Ferguson has been the star of the show. In fact, he's back out there. So Sam Grugan happy to put the young big man back out there for a little bit more.
Lachlan Crate with a nice finish there, just cutting across, applying some pressure up the court. And they're just getting a hand to it. No, didn't get a hand to it.
Ooh, don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
The trajectory of that ball changed
there we
quite
go.
a bit.
There we go. The coin officials have had a quick chat. I don't think there was any doubt that it was a Hawks ball.
Pern almost thought he got away with that one.
Well, Jackson Stent was already back down the other end. He was gone.
You got to sell it. So 45 seconds left on the game clock. The Hawks, a dominant second half performance. Wide open 3, nails it as well.
And again, too easy. Jackson Ball cutting down into the paint. And the Jets defense caught it. 6s and 7s getting up. Lachlan and Crate.
Well, he had a great first half, did Lachlan Crate, and again, just had his foot on the line.
GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Look at this. Nice little tunnel pass at the end. And Lachlan Crate enjoyed that finish. Just the 20 seconds to play. 16-point margin. I think the Hawks certainly deserve that margin. They've been the better team.
Well, the Jets still looking for their first win of the Rapid League season. This game will take them to 0-4 with the step back three. It just bounces away, and again, the rebound, and they'll take their player timeout, and why not?
Yeah, good call, Tommy Ferguson. It has to be the player in possession who calls the player timeout. So that's why as soon as Ferguson took the rebound, looked straight towards the referee and said he wanted a player timeout. No other player on the offensive team can call it. It has to be the player in possession. They get the advanced ball and a chance to add to this margin. And importantly for Tommy Ferguson, if he can nail a three here, he will set the record for the highest individual score in the Rapid League, currently sitting at 18 points in this one.
It won't be him that goes for the shot. And it's well wide to the left. But it won't matter for the Hawks because they've got a comprehensive win. 16-point deficit, 49 points to 33. The Hawke's Bay Hawks with a win over the Manawatu Jets.
Yeah, solid, weren't they? Up by 5 at halftime. And that third quarter really blew it open. Tommy Ferguson, the star, Chemist Warehouse stat sheet, had 18 in the game, Ferguson. 9 of 12 shooting, 75%, and 10 rebounds as well. So a double-double for him. And I've got to tell you, in this quick-fire game, that is not easy.
Absolutely. He's got 16 minutes. And remember, he didn't play every minute of that game either. Incredible work from him. We saw that one block from Crate up against Ferguson and the Chemist Warehouse stats. And look at the steals as well. Defensively, the Hawks were too strong against the Jets.
Kobe Kara scored 17 as well, so 35 points between those two. Good start to the night, Thursday night hoops for the Hawks, and this is coming up soon, TJ. Cannot wait for this game tonight. I think it is going to be a thriller.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere on your Thursday evening because the Manawatu Jets will host the Hawke's Bay Hawks here in Palmy Arena, coming right up after this at 7:30.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E.
Back to the road. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. I don't care what you think you got.
Tēnā koutou katoa e te whānau, no mai haere mai, welcome into Palmerston North at Palmy Arena, where it is the Property Brokers Jets hosting the Taylor Hawks in the Sal's NBL. A big welcome to everyone watching live on Sky Sport and also on TikTok. I am Taylor Johnson, and joining me for this one, Justin Nelson.
Yeah, kia ora, TJ. Great to be with you. Thursday night hoops, as you said, right around the world, also on Sky Sport, TikTok, and really looking forward to this one. The Hawks 1-1, and the Jets 1-2. Such an important game so early in the season. And have a look at this, of course, our interactive poll. There's the QR code. You can scan that wherever you may be watching. Go in there, you can win some great prizes with thanks to Cells Pizza. And at the moment, it's all about the Hawks.
Absolutely, I know I tipped the Hawks, and there'll be a reason for that with the Manawatu Jets missing a very important big. But we'll talk about that later on when we look at the starting lineups. Let's, though, take a look at the ladder. And while you can see there, the Jets in ninth, the Hawks in sixth.
Yeah, and the Jets have been pretty good, to be fair. They went down to the Airs in round 1 by 5, got over the Sharks by 13. Really competitive against the Nuggets, lost that by 9. A win tonight really starts to set them up, but of course they have had some personnel changes. The Hawks look great against the Sharks on Sunday. The Sharks undermanned at the moment, we know that. The Hawks at full strength, but they do run really, really quickly, get up and down the floor.
Games coming up tomorrow. The Nelson Giants will host the in-form Auckland Tuatara. The Taranaki Airs will host the Fire, and Otago Nuggets go up against the Wellington Saints, who are also looking very good form.
Yeah, Nuggets and the Saints is the big one for me. Also 2 games coming up on Sunday. And there's a Monday night game as well. The Sharks at home to the Saints. But the pick of this bunch over the next 3, the Nuggets and the Saints.
Let's now take a look at the Taylor Hawks starters. Moore, Ngatai, Rasmussen, Roberts and Sutherland. Very impressive starting 5. Rasmussen, though, had a fantastic game against the Sharks.
Yeah, he did. He's going at 29 a game already. The Australian-born Kiwi, of course, a Kiwi father living in Adelaide, and what a pickup he has been for the Hawks thus far. Isaiah Moore, the new point guard, played his first game last week and nearly a triple-double, 17.7 rebounds, 10 assists on debut.
He was absolutely fantastic. Let's take a listen to what their head coach Sam Gruger had to say ahead of this game.
All right, so when the Hawks Bay Hawks are up...
Kia ora, Coach. This is a very different Jets team compared to the one you've seen on film. How do you prepare your team for the unknown challenge?
Yeah, I mean, luckily we prepared for both. I kind of had a feeling maybe something might have happened and he might have to go back early. So we did have a plan for both in how we would look to obviously attack the team with and without Tyrell, and obviously how we're going to play with and without him. So very different looking team. Excited to see what they bring on the floor.
Without Tyrell, the Jets' tempo is likely to be much quicker. Is that something you want to slow down, or is the speed something you'd prefer the Hawks to play with tonight?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I mean, they rate number 3rd in the league in transition points and attack breaks, so it's definitely something we want to slow down, but that's also a style we want to play. So it's about limiting their frequency in transition, how often they score and how many times they do it. So if we can just sprint back, take care of our pickup points, follow our D-trans rules, we'll be okay. And on the flip side, we just got to keep running.
Kia ora, Coach. Thanks. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Justin, how influential is someone like Harrison, where they spoke about their whole playbook was determined on whether he was or wasn't playing?
Yeah, no doubt about it. It is an interesting development. He's headed home a game early. Was expected to play tonight, Tyrell Harrison. You can see the starters there for the Jets. They are without him. They have to find a way to replace 15 points and 16 rebounds a game. Troy Baxter Jr. has got a big night ahead of him.
Oh, absolutely. Lafayette is the one who jumps into the starting lineup. Didn't play in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, of course, him starting for the Sal's game ruled him out of that. But let's take a listen to what Ngatu Taufale had to say ahead of this matchup against the Hawks.
Kia ora, Coach. With Tyrell out of the lineup, how will the Jets look to protect the paint tonight?
It's an opportunity for some of our bigs on the bench to get some minutes, and I guess with how he's played. You know, we have to do it collectively. I'm sorry, that's the cliche we use, but that's how we're going to have to do it. We're just going to do it collectively. So that means Simon Lafaele, Luca Richards, you know, get an opportunity to play a little bit more. But that's how we're going to do it.
Keanu Rasmussen and Isaiah Moore made an explosive start to their partnership. How can you temper their impact on the offensive end?
Well, I hope, you know, with the experience we had last week with the high-octane guards that the Nuggets had, that's going to put us in good stead. I don't think we did particularly well in containing those guys, so we get another shot at containing those kind of guards this weekend. So that's going to be tough. But however, if we stick to our coverages, we feel we have a belief that we can get some parity in the guard situation.
Ngā mihi nui. Kia ora, coach. Thank you.
Well, containing the guards is the key, as he mentioned. But let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head so we can see the stats ahead of this. And, well, Rasmussen definitely needs some containing.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been on fire, hasn't he? We spoke about him. Mustafa Heron has experience in this league. The two big ones here for me, Campbell Scott, believe it or not, without Tyrell Harrison, is the next best rebounder for the Jets. He's the point guard, going at nearly 6 rebounds a game. But have a look at the points in the paint. The Hawks dominating the competition after the first 2 rounds. 55 on average points in paint. They rank #1 in the league. And tonight they come up against a smaller team than we thought they would have. Look out for the points in paint tonight. The Hawks should have their way.
Well, Ngāti Tawhale spoke about people wanting to step up in the absence of Harrison. And someone who more than stood up last week was Campbell Scott. Let's listen to what he had to say and find out a little bit more about this person who has really taken and stamped his mark on the league.
My name's Campbell Scott. It's my 3rd year in the league, 2nd year with the Jets, out of Fielding High School, and I'm a point guard. And coming home was pretty cool for me. Obviously, family is here and grew up playing in Palmy, so it was a pretty easy decision to come back. And you know, Coach Natu, he really gave me a lot of confidence going into the year and gave me a chance, so I'm pretty appreciative for that. Manawatu hasn't really had that much success in the most recent years and pretty much the whole time they've been in the league, so I really want to, you know, get us on the right track and hopefully make a playoff push this year and playoff pushes for the next few years, you know, make the Jets a winning side.
Campbell Scott, homegrown, and you can hear the passion behind that. When you're from the region, you want to see a team do well.
Yeah, and I love what he did last week against the Sharks and the Nuggets. Of course, going up against Ty Webster last week, had 28 points in that one. I love the fact that he's getting an opportunity. Coin officials for this one, Callum Welch, Sam Pan, and Amy Jo Clark. Hawks start favourites, and that's certainly what the viewers are telling us, TJ. 64% at the moment. If you want to get involved, just scan that QR code. You can go in. It's free, of course. You can pick a winner tonight, and there's some Sal's pizzas up for grabs. I'm with the Hawks. You're with the Hawks. I don't know I would have been the same had Tyrell Harrison been playing.
Oh, absolutely not. There's a reason why both coaches spoke about him and why he was the top rebounder in the league. I mean, he averaged a double-double as well. He's going to be missed, but it's, as Ngāti Tawhale said, an opportunity for his bench players to step up. And last year, actually, that was probably something that they struggled with, is I think 87% of their points or something like that came from their starting 5, in particular that big 3 import trio. So if they can start stepping up now, I think they'll be putting themselves in some good stead.
Yeah, and players like Lachlan Craig are going to get an opportunity, aren't they? We saw him hit some big baskets in the earlier Sky Broadband Rapid League. If you are just joining us, the Hawks with the win there, 49-33. Tommy Ferguson dominating that game. 18 points and 10 rebounds for the Hawks. There's Isaiah Moore, point guard, on debut against the Sharks in round 2. 17.7 rebounds, 10 assists. He is quick, really, really quick. And I think without Big Tyrell, this game could be played at breakneck speed. Looking forward to it. Hey, by the way, inclusion round. And how about our master of ceremonies tonight, bringing out the ball, Joshua Ryan, Special Olympics athlete. He's been here in the program for over 30 years, plays a number of sports, including basketball, represented New Zealand at the 2023 Special Olympics in Berlin and the World Winter Games in Idaho back in 2012. and he volunteers on the score table with Basketball Manawatu inclusion round. Great to have Joshua Ryan with us.
Absolutely, basketball is a game for everyone, and we almost had the opportunity to see the quickest point scored in the NZNBL with 3 seconds, but the block coming in early from the Jets.
Well, Campbell Scott clearly knocked that out of bounds and tried to get the favour of the coin officials.
So it will be the Hawks with the first opportunity on offense. Kicking it out to Ngatai. Is his Raider on early? Oh, just goes around the rim. Baxter Jr. fumbles the rebound but gets it.
Had 47 against the Jets last time he played against them. Baxter Jr. back of the iron. So Jordan Ngatai, look out for him tonight.
Absolutely. He was a phenomenal athlete for them last year. And the first points coming by way of Isaiah Moore, and with a lovely drive. Open lane.
Yeah, opened up, didn't it? And he's one to watch tonight. We saw him settle in very quickly last week against the Sharks. He's got a turn of speed, and we saw it there. Here's Heron.
Mustafa Heron just leaving it at the rim. So Moore brings the ball up the court, planting and firing. And again, just unable to get that 3 to 4.
Yeah, Keanu Rasmussen going at 3.5 triples a game. Expect a lot of that tonight. Having to play defense now on Heron.
Heron again, unsuccessful, 0 from 2 at the moment. Hawks through Moore. Lovely handles from Moore. Pops that ball up and goes back to back.
Yeah, what about Campbell Scott? He had Ty Webster last time out tonight. He's got a match up against Isaiah Moore, and already twice down the floor. It's the import point guard for the Hawks having the better of the battle.
Heron fires the 3. That one was wayward, but he was looking for the cord. Wasn't going to come.
Yeah, it should have come, actually. It was a foul.
So the Jets yet to register any points. Ngatai kicks it out to Rasmussen. As you mentioned, his shooting has been brilliant. This time he goes up nice and close.
Yeah, now this time last week, that's Tyrell Harrison guarding the basket inside. So things are going to open up. We've seen it already. 3 baskets already for the Hawks at the hoop.
Big height difference in all positions really here when you look at everyone head to head across the court. Baxter Jr., tallest one on the court for the Jets, and he fires the first 3 and banks it.
He's going to have a big game tonight, Troy Baxter Jr. Championship winning import, of course, with the Rams last season. Now in green, they need him to fire.
What do you prefer him in, red or green?
Well, I think Jets fans prefer him in green. But if you're a Rams fan, you'll certainly remember what he did last season for you, especially in that grand final. I think he had 25 in that game, and he nails a 3 right there.
Well, we spoke about the work of Harrison defensively, but Baxter Jr. last year for the Rams had some great blocks and great defensive plays, and he'll need to step up again tonight to fill that hole as Rasmussen is left open on that left edge. Rafael tidies up.
I like the look, though. Second look for him from a range.
Baxter Jr. couldn't get the 3-point play, but will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Saw him spending a long time courtside through the Rapid League, watching the game, warming up. Nice move to the basket, off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Natul Tafale has his work cut out tonight. A lot shorter without big Tyrell. Word is he was contracted for 4 games, played 3, and the Brisbane Bullets picked up the phone and said, we want our man back right now.
Well, with the form he was playing, and you wouldn't want him to get injured. So don't blame them. Jets fans will be hurting. So 1 point the difference at the moment. As Moore goes in, goes out, fakes the ball, gets the pass away. Just missing the target at the moment for the Hawks.
Sutherland from downtown, another one who can shoot at range as well.
Lovely spin move coming in from the Jets, but it just couldn't go down for Liam Judd, but I like the attempt.
Yeah, it took a lot of contact, didn't he? He's an exciting young player, burst onto the scene last season, and Liam Judd already going at just over 12 points a game this season. He's one to watch, and you know, dare I say it, we've said it already with a couple of others, he's another one that they need to have firing tonight.
Well, we heard Natul Tafale, he said it needs to be a collective tonight. Everyone needs to be on. And while they've left a wide open lane, nice block coming in from Lafayette, and that's the confidence you need, but it was the second attempt, I think, from Scott that caused the foul.
GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, Sutherland on the drive. Nice block, Lafayette at first. Roberts fouled though. And the big fella played with the Cairns Taipans through the Aussie NBL season. At the Chemist Warehouse stripe, puts the first one away.
Make sure your kicks is facing the right way, guys. Yeah.
Got the silver kicks on as well.
There's plenty of lovely kicks out on the court tonight and in the Rapid League game. As Scott brings the ball up the court, finds Lafayette looking to dish that ball off and just getting a hand to it was more. 3 on the cards for Scott, but Lafayette with the offensive rebound, and they need to get a lot of those tonight as Baxter Jr. Oh, it teased him.
Down.
Teased him. So more now. Getting that ball up the court, and he's going to drive himself. It was wide open, and it doesn't get the roll.
He's got a great change of speed, hasn't he, Isaiah Moore? And he's proving to be a real headache for the Jets at the moment. Foul there on Josh Roberts. But Isaiah Moore, just that change of speed, little hesitation. He just keeps getting to the cup at the moment. There's the foul. Baxter Jr. back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Averaging 18 points and 3.5 rebounds per game, Baxter Jr.
6 minutes to play in this first quarter, by the way. Just ignore that clock there.
Wasn't a trip to the stripe either for Baxter Jr. So Heron with the mid-range jumper. He's just not getting the bounce.
I think the Jets will be happy if he gets looks like that all night, though.
Moore with the bounce pass to Ngatai. Ngatai's going to go one-on-one. It's a mismatch in height, and he gets over the top.
Yeah, in strength as well. Campbell Scott, 20-year-old, just growing into his body. The little point guard, and Jordan Ngatai, lots of experience, took advantage.
A whole lot of experience from Ngatai. Tallback debut back in 2013, still going strong as well. Lafayette changes direction, and Ngatai, with all his experience, just getting there and stopping, and it was all ball.
Good work by Ngatai, and good to see him getting his hand on the ball at both ends a fair bit early in this game.
Rasmussen dishes it to Ngatai. Moore was waiting out on the wings. Campbell Scott trying to apply some defense, and he does well. The youngster up against Moore. Disrupted him this time. Judd pulls up for 3. Can't get that one to go down either. Ngatai with a bounce pass. Lovely look to Rasmussen. Again, he couldn't get the roll.
Yeah, we're seeing already from the Hawks, they want to play with speed here. Get up and down the floor. We saw a lot of it against the Sharks on Sunday night as Heron now draws the foul on Roberts. That's his second. So maybe Sam Grugan will need to shuffle a couple of things around at the moment. And given the lack of height tonight for the Jets, they'll be happy to see Josh Roberts head to the sidelines here. And there's the change. Young Tommy Ferguson stepping onto the floor.
And what a game he had in the Sky Broadband Rapid League.
Not often you're going to see double-doubles in the Rapid League, just a 16-minute game, but Ferguson earlier tonight, there he is wearing the number 15. 18 points and 10 rebounds as Heron hits the first from the stripe.
75% from the field as well. Shooting with accuracy was Ferguson in that Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Heron cuts down the lead to 3.
Jets 1 of 11 from the field at the moment. Bad pass. Really bad pass mid-court, and Baxter Jr. unable to make the Hawks pay, but well read. And they're within 3 at the moment. It's early days, of course, but I think the Jets will be happy with this start. Not giving too much up, but Isaiah Moore is the man to watch.
There he is there with the step back. Heron goes up for the rebound, but it's an offensive win for the Hawks. Rasmussen struggling to find his target at the moment as Rasmussen. Bounce pass and the finish.
Get up, young fella. Liam Judd. Timeout called in this one. And I think the Hawks probably didn't expect this from the Jets early. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Mustafa Heron. Baxter Jr. Liam Judd. Always a highlight. Not too far away from this team in green. Love the fact that they added Troy Baxter Jr. in the off-season. Let's have a look at it from a different angle here, TJ. And Liam Judd, as we said, burst onto the scene last season, has become a key player, a key starter, we should say, as well, for the Jets. Sam Grugan here trying to get the message across. It's a tight one early, just 6 minutes into the game. Not a lot of scoring. The Jets, 2 of 12 from the field. The Hawks are 4 of 15. Rebound count, 11-10 in favour of the Hawks on the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet.
You can't help but feel every time the Jets have had any opportunity or look at the basket, they've gone for it because they know that these opportunities probably aren't going to come as easily as they did, particularly in the paint. And we mentioned earlier in the pre-match, the Hawks, they're first in the league for points in the paint. And when you don't have someone like Tyrell Harrison stopping you, well, you need to play quickly. You need to force those wide shots, which is what they're doing.
Word is that the Jets looking for another import at the moment and potentially a point guard. I thought Campbell Scott showed a fair bit last week, so maybe a combo guard would fit. We'll have to wait and see what they come up with.
Rasmussen, it's 2-on-1 and he's fouled.
And he took some contact there from Tom Gold, who is onto the floor early in this one. Natu Tofale did say during the pre-game that some of the taller players off the bench were going to get an opportunity.
And I like that he's rotating them early because it gives an element of unpredictability, right? When you have someone like Harrison, you know what to expect under the rim, but when you've got different height and different players with different ways to defend, it's always going to put some doubt into the mind of the attackers.
And again, you know, we've spoken about Harrison not being there, and get used to it because he won't be back this season. But this Jets team put on 103 against the Nuggets in round 2. So we know they can score. Mind you, they gave up 112.
Mustafa Heron back to Scott. Baxter Jr. Baxter Jr. goes for the 3. Uncontested rebound defensively for Ngatai.
1 of 4 now from long range, Baxter Jr.
Rasmussen from deep. This time banks it, Rasmussen.
Well, I was about to say none of 4 for Keanu Rasmussen. Averages 3.5 triples a game. 1 of 4 now from behind the arc. And I've got to tell you, I've seen him in both games so far this season. If he gets going, look out. Averaging 29 a game.
He had 5 3-pointers beforehand as the Jets respond.
Heron's second basket of the game. He has 4 points, 4 rebounds.
Hawks, brilliant cut coming in and the up and under with the reverse finish.
Well, and just the way that Rasmussen changed his shot then. Campbell Scott got there. He had to all of a sudden get deep under the hoop on the reverse off the glass, and that's the class of this young man.
Baxter Jr. to Heron. Heron with the handles, goes 1-on-1 with Ngatai, kicks it out to an open jump. Oh, coming in. Don't argue.
He's doing it all at the moment, both ends of the floor. Keanu Rasmussen. There he is on that up and under reverse. And well done defensively, because Liam Judd is a dead-eye three-point shooter from the corner as well. Another timeout here. A couple of minutes to play in this first quarter. Hawks lead it by 6. And we did think it was going to be a tight affair tonight. Certainly from what I've seen in the opening 8 or so minutes. I haven't changed my mind. I think this is going to be a really close contest.
Oh, absolutely. And Sky Broadband rapidly started off just like that, but it was the Hawks that eventually extended their lead and ran away with it. Natu Taufale there hot on the whiteboard.
We
What do you
might
think he's seeing?
Oh, look, I think he's pretty happy with what he's seen so far. The only thing he won't be happy with is the shooting. 3 of 14 at the moment. I've known Natu for a number of years now, and I know one thing he will be pretty excited about is the large Fire Island pizza. $40 from Sal's. That's this week's special. Available till next Tuesday. There's the QR code. Check it out. And we had a chat about this in the earlier game. You're not a spicy eater, are you?
I'm not, but I love a spicy basketball game, so I'm hoping this game gets a bit spicy, just like that pizza.
Other games coming up in round 3 tomorrow night. Giants and Tuatara. Saturday, Ayers Fi, Nuggets, Saints. Back-to-back basketball there. Looking forward to that. Bulls and Jets Sunday. Sharks and Saints play on Monday.
Heron with the 3 on the fly. And it's tidied up by the Jets. And again, another offensive rebound. They're getting plenty of looks in the second chance points. They've got time now with the shot clock reset. And unable to get the finish, but there are plenty of opportunities there. They're just not converting at the moment.
Yeah, I think late foul called there against Mustafa Heron. You can see him having a conversation with Callum Welch at the moment, so it will be a Hawks ball. One game I did miss on Sunday afternoon, also live and free on Sky Open. The Rams and the Tuatara. That is a grand final rematch.
I'm liking the look of the Tuatara this year. I think I did pick them to win it all.
I saw them in round 1 when they went down to the Saints by 30.
And I did not pick that one. Good defense coming in from Baxter Jr. Just pivoting his way around with Sutherland.
Yeah, good foot control. Sutherland, and was able to step back through once he got Baxter Jr. off the floor.
Judd dishes it off to Baxter Jr. Lovely look. And pace of the pass too.
Whistle as well, so with a chance from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Young Lachlan Crate, what a pass.
It was a bullet pass, wasn't it? Didn't allow any defenders time to get in between.
Well, it was a nice cut to the basket too by Lachlan Crate, and that's a great sign for the coach to see a young man making plays and making moves like that. Future's very, very bright for Lachlan Crate.
And they need to do more of that, changing the offensive pictures for this Hawks team. Harder to defend. They need to pull everything out of their bag of tricks tonight, the Jets.
17 years of age, by the way, Crate.
Confident shot too. When you look at the players he's up against. More. Ngatai from deep.
Look out. Look out. Prince of Porirua just up the road from where he's done so much damage, of course, for the Saints over the years. What a basket.
Never looked like missing, Ngatai.
Sweet stuff. Baxter Jr.
The footwork, the step back. Loved it. And Moore draws the whistle there.
Maybe bailed out right at the end because he was off balance. And that'll put him to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Isaiah Moore. Second game in the Sal's NBL. Excellent on debut. Missed that first game, of course, against the Fi. It was a late scratch with an ankle injury. Jared Kenny had to step into the breach, embarking on his 22nd season. Isaiah Moore out of Temple Hills in Maryland. This is the second.
I was going to say, they were 100% from the free throw line, and then they missed that one, so won't continue with that stat this afternoon. As Scott just overcooked that one a little bit.
He's had a couple of looks in this first quarter. Scoreless at the moment. Sutherland just bouncing off his foot. Unlucky.
Coughed the ball up to Baxter Jr. And again, messy play. Scott had to get back and tidy it up. Just resetting at the moment, the Jets. Bit static, no movement coming in. Not really doing much, and it's forced the pass to Baxter Jr.
Foul on Isaiah Moore, and I think that'll put Baxter Jr. to the Chemist Warehouse stripe as well. You never like that as a player, do you? Hey, getting your big feet in the way.
It's not fun having big feet in general, Justin, I'll tell you that much. Shopping in the men's section, not fun.
I'm just looking down at your feet now. I hadn't noticed that before.
Nothing breaks your heart like saying go look at the men's section. Getting PTSD with that comment. But great work from Baxter Jr. tidying that one up. Natai. I was going to say that's Caitlin Clark. Depth right there.
Yeah, what a week it's been over in the States. Hawks by 5 at quarter time though. Good matchup here, playing out Thursday night hoops. Plenty more to come after the break, don't go away.
Like last time, we've got Billy in the middle, who's going to be holding on to one at each end, quickly, we've only got a couple of... Three, two, one. Grab your slice. Well done. Let's give a hand for these boys. Grab your pizza slices. Nice work. That is the Sal's steal. Well done. The more shots that go in, the more free Sal's pizza slices you get. Awesome work, guys. That was Walter and Preston. Thanks heaps. Let's give it up for the boys. So as you saw before, we had the 2 missed free throws. That means free
No more
throws.
Hukima, welcome back to the Sal's NBL on your Thursday night. Welcome to everyone watching around the world on Sky and on TikTok. Great to have you with us as we are about to start the second quarter. Taylor Johnson here, joined by Justin Nelson. And when we look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head stats, pretty telling stuff for the Jets. They've had more opportunities in the field, 21 looks, but only 5 successful. And that's really letting them down the accuracy.
Yeah, biggest difference in the game, isn't it? The Hawks shooting at 40%, the Jets at a lowly 23%. Shots will drop though, 1 of 10 from long range. And maybe a chance to start from long range in this second quarter. Rasmussen, big rebound.
Lafayette attempted the 3. Nate, well, he knows how to find a 3. Baxter Jr. went for the intercept, which meant the Hawks player was unmarked. In Sutherland.
Roberts back out there, by the way, on 2 fouls.
In and out as well for Judd. Again, not finding the accuracy early, the Jets. Moore kicks it back out. Lovely inside pop to Roberts.
Yeah, great play by the Hawks. They started to find a lot of that rhythm against the Sharks. You know, this 5 unit together, the starters, played big minutes on Sunday, and they look good early here.
Baxter Jr. off the rim, tidies up, throws it down.
The Tallahassee Tomahawk.
Well, if you miss a shot, you want to finish it like that with the rebound. It's Rasmussen getting a hand to it was Judd, so it fell well short. Lovely look again from Baxter Jr. Difficult work for Judd again, fights for the rebound, gets it away to Lafayette, hesitates, but then with the reverse finish.
Well, he had him there the first time, and he tried to take 2 defenders on, and Lafayette just stood there waiting and waiting and waiting, and eventually got the opportunity.
Just like that, the Jets cut the lead down to 3 more with some pretty handles. Gotta say, with the reverse as well, defense coming in strong from the Jets in the opening 2 minutes. Baxter Jr., deep 3. Just ricochets off the back of the rim, so Natai looking for a quick play in transition. Moore fires the ball back out to Rasmussen, again to Natai.
Moore hit his first 2 shots of the game, has missed his last 4.
Natai, strong drive. Doesn't get the 2, but will attempt a couple shots at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
I think he's in his 11th season. Here he is, Troy Baxter Jr. getting up. He is an excitement machine, isn't he? Have a look at this. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, as we like to call it. The man from Tallahassee with the big tomahawk brings the crowd to life. Came into the season, Jordan Natai, with 159 Sal's NBL games under his belt. Of course, he's just spent our summer playing over in Finland.
Oh, and I was looking at his partner's social media stories, and I'll tell you what, it is freezing there. So no tan at the moment for Jordan Natai. Spent most of his time in summer in the snow. But Hawks will be so happy to have him back. As Scott decides to give it off to Lafayette, and he just runs into the big buff shoulders of Natai and rebounds backwards.
Speaking of rebounds, rebound count in this one, the Jets 20-16. So they're getting their hands on the ball more than enough.
Well, the Jets have had 28 shots to the Hawks 24, but they just can't get them to fall. Yes. Oh, lovely change.
Yeah, smart play, Jordan Natai. Drew the second defender. And Josh Roberts in off that weak side, flushed it down. Of course, we've said it plenty of times, no Tyrell Harrison. And that's the difference inside.
And you can't underestimate the effectiveness of a simple cut into the paint. And again, they drive hard. This time it's Sutherland. And really letting the Jets down is just their accuracy at the moment, because they've had the looks.
Let's go, Palmy, Finland fans, getting them ready.
Well, they average 55. They're number 1 in the competition for points in the paint. The Hawks, with that basket, that'll take them up to 20 so far in this game.
Nine points the lead to the visitors, the Taylor Hawks. Spin move from Baxter Jr. That is some pretty footwork coming in from the big man.
Well, that's the mercurial stuff that Troy Baxter Jr. can do. 12 points in the game for him now, and he is really trying to take this team with him. Need to see more out of Heron.
Absolutely, ball ricochets off the legs of Rasmussen, and he throws it down anyway. He says, make it harder. Make it harder for him.
Young man, Keanu Rasmussen, what he's done in the opening 2 weeks of this season has a lot of people talking back in Australia. Gee, that was impressive.
It was not a tidy ball whatsoever. There's Mustafa Heron. Just gets that ball to bounce off the rim. Now tight. Some defensive pressure being applied. Crate. Again, that's an intercept from Heron. He's got Baxter Jr. to his right, decides to go on his own and finishes, pleading for the call, won't get it.
I reckon Troy Baxter Jr. was just lining himself up then too.
I think he's waiting for an alley-oop. Natai to Sutherland. Back again to Natai. He thought about the 3. Back out to Sutherland. He steps back, lets it fire and banks it. It's a money shot from Sutherland coming in.
Yeah, and it's a big move by the Hawks now, out to a 10-point margin. Danger time right now for the Jets.
They need to cut into this lead and quickly. Lafayette goes one-on-one with Roberts. Strong, tough finish.
Oh, it's not easy to get Josh Roberts out of the way either.
Moore just takes it back out to halfway. He drives again. Defense coming in from Judd.
It's been a while coming for Isaiah Moore. Had missed his last 4, but he continues to get his points within about 4 or 5 foot from the basket.
Lead still at 10 for the Hawks. Heron pops it inside to Baxter Jr. What a quick pass.
He has 14 now, Troy Baxter Jr. Heron starting to get busy. Chance at the bonus from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And they're just hanging in there, aren't they, the Jets?
If they can get their chemistry right between them, Baxter Jr. and Heron. I just saw a glimpse of it there.
Of course, the Jets in the opening game of the season, right here, about 5 minutes in, lost import point guard Jasper Rentoy, went down with a patella tendon injury, has had surgery now. We wish Jasper well with his recovery. Sutherland, nice basket, Luke Sutherland.
Heron just calling the shots. Scott looking for his options. Stent with the ball. Judd, a lot of movement happening here from the Jets.
Can hit a three.
And he does it. Hot pink shoes. And he's feeling hot on the outside.
We saw him have some long-range looks in the Rapid League earlier tonight. Jackson Ball can hit threes as well.
He didn't get too many to fall in the Rapid League, but that's the thing. He warmed himself up into it towards the end as Heron tries to go back-to-back with the three-pointers.
Oh, again.
Baxter Jr., he read that one from a mile away. Bounce passing back into Scott. Just getting a hand to it with the Hawks and disrupting.
Massive opportunity missed by the Jets there. Probably think Baxter Jr. should have gone it alone. Had the advantage in the run of the basket. Didn't need to pass that off. Second steal of the game for him. Timeout called in this one. 3:26 left to play in this opening half. Here's the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Rasmussen, man, that was a powerful finish. 21 years of age, TJ. Exciting future and probably the talk of the town so far around Keanu Rasmussen is how on earth did he slip through the fingers of every other team?
35 points against the Sharks, 12 field goals made, 5 of them threes. Impressive work from him last week with the Adelaide 36ers, but as you're saying, he's got a Kiwi father, so counts as a New Zealander.
Yeah, qualifies as a local, and Jared Kenny there, the GM these days with the Hawks, maybe the occasional assistant coach as well, having a few words. He's the man that masterminded the recruitment of Keanu Rasmussen, so credit to him. Great pickup. And he has had an electrifying start to the Sal's NBL season.
Averages 29 points a game. It's impressive.
Wednesday nights, if you missed it earlier on yesterday, it is Thursday night after all. Sal's Hoopheads every week. Brooke Rusco and the team, you were on the show this week.
It was.
Great to see the appearance.
Yeah, great. Won't be wearing a white shirt next time.
Oh, great work by the Jets. Coming back from the timeout. Big setup there, and Baxter Jr. all smiles with Campbell Scott.
And that's exactly what Ngāti Tawhale would have ordered. We saw the lead creep out to 10. They've cut it back down to 4. Opportunity to bring it back to 3. They just need to keep staying in touch here with the Hawks and not let them get out to a scoring run, because we did see what they can do against the Sharks.
And that's 18 first half points for Troy Baxter Jr.
Stepping up for sure, Baxter Jr. tonight. Rasmussen. Into Ngāti. He's got Baxter Jr. on his back. Can't get the finish. And they might get the inbound, the Hawks. It's going to have a committee meeting here, the Coin referees.
Averaged 17 points a game for the Rams last year, Troy Baxter Jr. But of course, he spent most of the season coming off the bench, playing that sixth-man role. His career high here in the Sal's NBL, 29 against the Hawks. Look out.
Rasmussen. A little pick and roll with Sutherland. Finishes too.
Yeah, shot clock expired, didn't get the shot off in time, but the Jets need to do better there. 3 players defensively in the paint, and Luke Sutherland has beaten them. We knew it was going to be an area of concern tonight with Harrison gone, but that was just way too easy. Luckily for the Jets, the shot clock had expired.
Baxter Jr. from the left edge. Oh, in and out. He's had a few of those tonight.
Had a little bit of a skip off that as well. He knew that one was close.
Ngatai again just goes strong towards the rim. And we'll have a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Four-time Sal's NBL champion, of course, Jordan Ngatai. Famously played with the Otago Nuggets in the Showdown 2020. During COVID, of course, in that bubble competition played in Auckland. The now very famous player draft. Ngatai, from memory, going at pick number 1.
Deservedly as well. Ngatai. Heron bringing the ball up the court. That one is a wayward pass to Baxter Jr. He's able to reel it in though. This time Scott just getting tied up in the middle with Stead as Ngatai. Charging foul, incorrect too. Mustafa Heron was solid under there.
Yeah, defense rewarded. He saw it coming from a long way back. You can see Mustafa Heron right here. He knows that if he holds his ground, the whistle's going to go his way. Well officiated by the coin official, Sam Grugan. With some work for the Hawks, because it just feels like the Hawks should be further ahead. Jets within 5 and hanging tough at the moment, largely thanks to Troy Baxter Jr.
100%. Just looking at the scoring, Baxter Jr. on it.
And a good pass. I mean, set up Liam Judd then. He's doing it all at the moment, Baxter Jr.
Absolutely. So I was about to say, Campbell Scott yet to register any points for the Jets as we're almost at the end of the second quarter. Baxter Jr. with the lion's share at the moment with 18. Baxter Jr., he's going to go again and add to his tally, make that twin. No! Couldn't get the bounce.
Young Tommy Ferguson did enough in the middle there just to get Baxter Jr. to change his mind.
Ngatai thought about the 3 and then 3-point play.
Tough, in fact, so tough that young Tommy Ferguson decided to flex for him after the basket. Have a look at this. We might pick it up right at the end. Ngatai wearing contact. Watch Tommy Ferguson. We just missed it on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, but he decided to do the flexing for him.
Mustafa Heron just questioning the referees. So 3-point difference, and it will remain like that. Couldn't execute and collect the full allocation of points as Heron kicks it out to Lafayette with the lovely dime and Judd, and he throws it down, and not for the first time tonight.
Liam Judd's cuts to the basket tonight, especially off the weak side, have absolutely been spot on, and importantly, he's been rewarded for it.
He's loving hanging off the rim tonight, and he's got the rebound as well. He's got his tail up, that's for sure. Mustafa Heron, strong defense coming in from Ngatai, and it's not going to go his way this time. He thought he'd repeated what Heron did, but just stepping out of the cylinder.
GJ Gardner-Holmes replay just slipping through off that weak side elbow. Liam Judd. He just brings an X factor, doesn't he? A real spark to this team inside the last minute of this first half. We'll get that scoreboard fixed up for you. Currently showing a 9-point margin. Heron at the Chemist Warehouse stripe puts away the first, and he's been reasonably well held. 2 of 9 shooting, 7 points in the game for him. Team in green, the Jets faithful, out on a Thursday night here at Fly Palmy Arena as Heron makes both.
2 points of difference now. Talk about being well contained, as I said, Campbell Scott, he had a phenomenal game, scored plenty of points in the last outing for the Jets, and the Hawks have done their homework on him. Great ball movement coming in from the Hawks and rewarded from Sutherland.
Yeah, spot on. Good decision by Ngatai inside and through hands. Very, very good Hawks.
So 24 seconds left to play in the first half here in the NZNBL Thursday night game between the Taylor Hawks and the Property Brokers Jets. Wide out on the edge. Stent couldn't get the roll off the rim, and he goes and finishes underneath it again. Just can't find the hoop. Mere seconds to go with the reverse.
Classy stuff, Isaiah Moore.
And that is it, 42
He's a guy to watch
to the Hawks
right on the
Hawks
buzzer
in
of
your
halftime. On the replay, look at that. That is a tough basket. Really hard to finish. And that gives them a 6-point margin at the half. I think the Hawks will be pretty happy to have that margin. The Jets in that second quarter, well, they showed a lot of strength, didn't they? They toughened right up.
Absolutely. 6 points of difference here in Palmy Arena. Right after this, we'll have the Chemist Warehouse stats reviewing that halftime, but it is 48 points to 42, the visitors over the home side.
Okay. Alrighty. This is Race to the Bucket halftime activation. We have a couple of mini Toyota Hiluxes here. What we're going to do is each one of the guys, now on your remote to the left is a forward and back button, yeah? And in the middle there is an S, that's your speed. So if you keep hitting that, you'll see the lights go up. The more lights, the faster it is. So if there's only one light showing, it's going to slow right down, all right? So just be aware of that, because last time we had it kind of slowing down a bit, so be careful. Then of course you've got the controls left, right, okay? I'll give you that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to race your Toyota Hilux. You've got lights, why don't you have lights? They look cool. You're going to race the Toyota Hilux to the end of the court. You're going to get a ball, you're going to put the ball into the car, race the car back, take the ball out, dribble the ball to the end hoop, and make a shot. First one to get the shot in takes away 4 tickets to the next home game, plus a bucket hat from Manawatu and TRC Toyota. All right, do we understand? We got it? Right, we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go! Remember, the S button is the speed. All right, so once you've got it on those 3, just stay away from it. Whoop. There we go. Ball in. Let's cheer them on, guys. Woo! Hey. Come on, car. This is stuck. Let's go, Billy. Got it. Is he on? Oh. Who's the, oh no, it's on, it's on. Let's have a look, what's happening here? Oh, this one doesn't want to play the game. I'm going to give you tickets anyway. Go make a shot. There we go, easy as that, awesome work. We will lift this. Let's go, Benny. You got it in. So I'll give you Mimi at the end.
No, my hooky man, welcome back to Palmy Arena, where it is halftime here in the NZNBL clash between the Property Brokers Jets and the Taylor Hawks. And it is the visitors, the Hawks, leading 48 points to 42. And Justin Nelson, it was interesting first half, plenty of ebbs and flows.
Yeah, real arm wrestle. The Jets shot poorly in that first quarter, picked it up in that second quarter. Still going at only 33% though, as our favourite Jets fan gets some more screen time. Let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats. Troy Baxter Jr., 18 points in the opening half. His career high in the NZNBL, 29 against the Hawks last season. Natai and Heron leading the way on the rebounds. And Baxter Jr. just has his fingerprints all over this one at the moment. I don't think the Jets have been anywhere near their best. We know they've had to shuffle their personnel around with Tyrell Harrison headed back to Australia. But I reckon right now they will be very, very happy to be within 6, especially not shooting at a clip that they would like to be going at. 10 of 11 from the free throw line though. Rebounds leading by 126 to 25. The Hawks, for me at the moment, still favoured to win. In fact, there's our viewers. They're telling us, TJ.
agrees with you as well.
They are. 66% of viewers tipping the Hawks to win this one. There's the QR code. If you want to join in at home or wherever you may be watching, you can click on that. It's all free. And you can have a vote and win some pizzas with thanks to Sal's NBL. I just feel like, and maybe Sam Grugan, the coach of the Hawks, will be feeling the same way. They should be further ahead.
Oh, absolutely. You know, they've had plenty of opportunities to close it out. And in fact, the Jets are their own worst enemies at the moment. And the biggest thing is their accuracy when it comes to those field goals. They've had 45 attempts to the Hawks 37, but the Hawks are capitalizing at 48%. And the Jets are only at 33% at the moment. Huge stat there. But you're right, the Hawks, they should be leading by more, but I think Ngāti Taufale, although the accuracy is not there, will be really proud of the team and their ability to keep in this game. I think they'll be wanting a bit more out of Campbell Scott. And as I mentioned during the game, I do think that they have done their homework on him. He had a breakout game last weekend, and they've done a good job to shut him out. But don't go anywhere, because coming up right after this, the second half of the Sal's NBL game, it is the Jets taking on the Hawks. The Hawks with the lead at the half, 48 points to 42.
Feel free to go out, grab yourself something and make your way back to your seats before we kick off the second half in just under 5 minutes. You kids, just stand to the side of it, let the guys walk through, eh? Move out the side, come to the side, let them come through. Move over, move over. You can shake your hands, but just give them room, give them room. Go. I mean, excuse me. Come over here, hop out the way, guys.
with every Wednesday night game being streamed on TikTok, but there's no Wednesday game, so it's Thursday.
Only round of the season, TJ, without a Wednesday night game, so it got bumped to tonight's game, Thursday night game, and the Hawks lead it by 6 at the half. Such an important game early in the season for these two teams. Hawks sitting in 6th. There's the Sal's NBL ladder. 1 win, 1 loss. And the Jets, of course, 1 and 2. Lost to the Airs, beat the Sharks, lost to the Nuggets. And their big centre, Tyrell Harrison, has played his games and headed back to Australia. They're also searching for an import point guard, the Jets. So if they could steal a win here tonight, gee, they'd be pretty happy. Keanu Rasmussen, Jordan Nartai, the Hawks know how important this one is for them as well. Looking ahead for these two teams, the Hawks have the Rams next week, Saints, Phi and Tuatara coming up after that. For the Jets, they've got the Bulls, the Giants, the Tuatara and the Saints in their next 4.
What do you think the key was for Ngāti Taufale at halftime? What do you think he was saying to the team?
Well, I think he wants his team to keep running. That's the first thing. You know, and players like Liam Judd, who I really love the way that he's been finding space, slipping to the basket, getting away from defenders. He's a hard man to stop. He's almost like a shadow out there at times. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for him. I think they need to find him a little bit more. Mustafa Heron is the one for me. 2 of 9 shooting at the moment. 8 points in the game for him. He's the one who can really light it up. He averages 21 a game. Baxter Jr. at 18 a game. At 18 in the first half. My apologies. If he comes out and does that again in the second half, and a Heron can get going as well, the Jets are a chance here. They need to run, and importantly defensively, they have to stop the flow of the points inside the paint. The Hawks, 28 inside the paint in that first half. They average 55 a game. They're number 1 in the league. We know the Jets are shorter inside. They've got to clamp down inside the paint and really clog it up. For me, that's where this game's going to be won or lost.
Great summation there, Justin. Don't even need to say anything else.
Oh, thank you. I'll have the rest of the night off. Over to you.
So it's the Hawks with first possession in the second half. Moore gives it to Rasmussen. Threw it down earlier. This time just with a softer shot.
And that counts as 2 in the paint. Got a foot inside there, so take it up to 30 now.
And it's variation too of the shots, and that's why it's so hard to defend a player like him. Nartai tries to pick the pocket of Judd. Heron for 3.
He's the man. He's the man. He's the one that's got to fire up and get them going. Exactly what the Jets wanted.
Money in the bag for Heron. Nartai though left wide on that right edge.
And they got runners here.
Baxter Jr. to Judd. Oh, just over the hoop.
Well, the pass wasn't spot on. He just missed him off the pass. Oh, nice block. Lafayette.
It's the most nonchalant block I've seen from Lafayette. He just chucked the arm up and then went about his business like nothing happened.
Oh, I think he's a nonchalant character. It's probably the only time this season you'll hear nonchalant twice in 30 seconds.
Rasmussen, footwork, gets under, couldn't get the basket, but does take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, and dare I say it, this is the real problem for the Jets here. They have to get bodies on bodies inside the paint. That's just way too easy for Keanu Rasmussen.
In and out on the first attempt from Rasmussen. They're only shooting at 66% from the free throw line, the Hawks at the moment. The Jets at 90.
Well, they average 60% from the stripe so far this season, the Hawks.
Yeah, sitting at 10th in the league.
The Jets go at 73%.
Mustafa Heron, just a nice drive. Good rebound though, offensively from Scott.
He battled well.
And first points of the game.
Yep, first points of the game for Campbell Scott, but it came from Mustafa Heron battling away on the boards.
Roberts with the bounce and, yep, clear foul. Lafayette has a little laugh about it.
Nonchalantly. Third foul for Josh Roberts. So some concerns here for the Hawks. They need to be really mindful of their big man. Margin at 4. Jets are hanging around.
Just keeping at arm's length at the moment are the Jets, refusing to go away. Heron has Rasmussen on him and gets up and under.
Strong. There's some real signs here at the moment for the Jets, and Sam Grugan knows it, coach of the Hawks. Mustafa Heron has come out on a mission. He was the one that had to lift at half-time, and we've seen it already in the opening minutes here.
Oh, how about the handles and the footwork from Moore? Just stood Campbell Scott up.
10 in the game now for Isaiah Moore.
Baxter Jr. for the 3. Hustling for the rebound was Judd, but Ngatai comes up with it clean. Moore again, just pirouettes around.
Well, too quick as well. I mean, Campbell Scott is a fast player himself, but Isaiah Moore is just too quick for him at the moment. All of his points have come at the basket.
Scott to Judd. Ngatai getting a hand to it, but cleaning up was Heron. Mustafa Heron with the 3, pulls up. Oh, money.
He's going to work, isn't he? Mustafa Heron has 8 points already in this third quarter.
Don't think they have halftime oranges anymore, but I'd love to know what that man had at the half. And the Hawks, they just bounced right back.
Well, he didn't have lemons. I'll tell you that right now, as Sutherland nails 3 back the other way for the Hawks. He's going to go again here.
Heron, can he go back to back? No. Confidence is up though in this Jets team. The lead is back to 6 points. Moore. That one was wayward, just off to the left.
Got to keep running here. Judd underneath, good finish. They have to keep moving the ball up the floor.
Rasmussen calling the shots. Baxter Jr. trying to get in and provide the screen. Moore, again, Moore is doing a lot of work, trying to draw in the defenders. Rasmussen goes around. Baxter Jr. slapped out of his hand. I don't even think he got the shot away. Just straight whack the ball out.
Troy Baxter Jr. just always comes up with something magical, doesn't he?
Might have collected Rasmussen on the head there as well with that ball.
First block of the game for Troy Baxter Jr. Simon Lafayette, by the way, has 3 blocks tonight.
Nonchalantly.
Might be his new nickname, I think, Mr. Nonchalant.
Mustafa Heron with the big step in and around big man Roberts.
Well, he's moved to 18 points in the game. Mustafa Heron has dominated the opening 4 minutes of this third quarter. And the margin is at 2.
Ngatai drives, goes up for the shot and gets the finish.
Took a lot of contact as well.
Referee's not calling anything. Baxter Jr. steps back looking for the triple. Ngatai with the rebound. Bounces the pass over to Rasmussen. Another block as well coming from the Jets. They're reading this offense brilliantly that time from Judd.
Well, they're just playing with some confidence now, the Jets. Heron's come out and got the scoreboard ticking over. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Liam Judd just tracked that one down. Ngatai's second effort is a good one. And the Hawks are just able to respond.
Every time the Jets come back within a couple of points, the Hawks just get another basket and extend it, not letting them come back there. Lafayette thought about the 3 for a long time. And fighting for the rebound. Oh, Scott, and he wins it back too. It just pops off the hand of Roberts.
Oh, I'm not sure whether the Hawks were just lazy getting out then, or in the scout they've gone, don't worry about Simon Lafayette from outside the arc, because no one went anywhere near him.
He almost had too much time and space, and that's when it's most dangerous, when you have time to overthink it. Mustafa Heron drives into the paint. Couldn't get the bounce off the glass. Lovely rebound. Oh, wasn't collected cleanly by Scott, and Moore just lays it up nicely on the rim.
Yeah, unfortunate there for the Jets. But importantly for the Hawks, margin was 6 at the half. It's now at 8, so they've weathered the storm here.
The onslaught came from Mustafa here, and Judd, though, has ball in hand. Ngatai applying some defence and just gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
And I love this from the young man, Liam Judd. He's taking on one of the most experienced players in the Sal's NBL. No fear, body to body, not afraid to take the contact. And this young man with one of the best mullets in the competition is just growing in stature.
Baxter Jr. thought about the three. Ngatai applied some pressure and gets a shove in the back, and Ngatai could be in some foul trouble soon.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Let's have a look at this. One hand, two hand. Let's see if there's contact. Oh, maybe just stepping up. Not a lot in it. And Jordan Ngatai having a conversation along with his coach. They're working the coin officials over. If you can't get into the ear of one of them, get into the ear of a couple.
Well, you've got three to choose from.
Ngatai does take a seat now. I think that's his third.
Looking for a special play.
There's some holding going on there. Jackson Ball on the inbound. He's got the job on Liam Judd right now. Judd has 8 in the game. Heron up to 18. Baxter Jr. still with 18, leading the way for the Hawks.
Scott with the pop pass, alley-oop, oh, wasn't successful there. With the finish, also got the rebound. It's still somehow in the hands of Judd. He gets the attempted 2 points in the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and well, that wasn't the cleanest bit of play we've seen tonight.
It wasn't, but Josh Roberts, 4 fouls now in the game. Here's the replay. Look at this from the 2 locals. And Liam Judd just kept getting back after it. Josh Roberts pleading his innocence, but Liam Judd just beat him, hands down on that occasion, got him off the floor and drew the foul.
We compliment his mullet, but I'm liking the slug on the top lip as well.
Oh, really?
I think screams more Kiwi than a mullet and a moustache like that.
And a moustache as well, yeah.
Give him some red bands and a swan dry. And we're on here. Red bands? You know what red bands are?
I've been in the country for over 5 years now, but I've never ever heard that before. Explain.
No, red bands are gumboots.
Are they?
Oh my goodness. Probably don't see a whole lot in Wellington where you live. Nonetheless, the Hawks will get on with it, and Mustafa Heron gets the win defensively. Travel court.
I have written that down, by the way. Red bands. Gumboots. Margin at 7. Both coaches working overtime at the moment. I really like it from Sam Grugan and Matul Tufale.
Judd thought about the 3. He had a bit of space. Decided to give it off to Baxter Jr. Intercept. Another poor pass.
Oh, well done, Mustafa Heron, to track that down. Got a hand on it. Saved a basket for sure.
Absolutely. Never give up attitude. He also looked at the Hawks are in the bonus too.
Oh, Baxter Jr. If you do not mind, what a play. That is as good as you will see. Troy Baxter Jr. Wow.
With the putback, take a look at this on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Gets up, gets the elevation, throws it down. Gets a shove in the back for good measure.
Oh, that is a highlight. If that is not number 1 for round 3 in highlights of the week with thanks to Chemist Warehouse, I will be staggered.
Having an absolute blinder of a game is Baxter Jr. Oh, he's looking for the and one, doesn't get it, but he will take another trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And certainly having a game.
Casey Frank's got the night off tonight. He would have just jumped off his couch at home watching that. Timeout. Late in the third. There we go. Sal's NBL highlight show, TJ. That will be front and centre. Troy Baxter Jr. with the play of the night. Have a look at this. Thank you. Straight over the top of young Tommy Ferguson. I'm sure his teammates at the Hawks will remind him of that during the week.
You would have felt him breathing down his neck too.
Wow, there's the highlight show Tuesday night, 7:30.
Take a pic though of some of the highlights we've seen today. We've seen Judd throw it down a couple of times. Rasmussen on a one-hand slam, but even the blocks as well. It's been a very entertaining game on a Thursday evening. And shout out to everyone joining us on TikTok.
Yeah, what a great new innovation it's been this season in the Sal's NBL. Every Wednesday night, live on Sky Sport TikTok. It's been bumped to Thursday night this week because there was no game last night. The cool dudes are in the house. Speaking of TikTok and world firsts, the Opiki Grand Final. Sky Sport Opiki Super Rugby. First ever final live on TikTok. That's coming up this Saturday afternoon. Looking forward to that one. Who are you going for?
Chiefs Manawatu.
Really?
Well, from Chiefs country. Sadly, my region doesn't have an NBL team, hopefully in the future.
Oh, there we go. You put the call out. I think you're calling the game this Saturday afternoon. Looking forward to that. I'll be tuning in on Sky Sport TikTok.
Yeah, Eden Park. Should be great.
Baxter Jr. at the Chemist Warehouse. Stripe. He's been big tonight, hasn't he? 22 in the game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple of steals. And one of the best putbacks you'll see this season. And the margin's back to 3.
Well, the interesting thing in this game is that the biggest scoring run for the Jets has been 6 points, and for the Hawks has been 7 points. So both teams haven't really asserted their dominance, and that's why it's just been so tit for tat. As Baxter Jr. fires out a pass to Crate.
Oh, Mustafa Heron's eyes lit up then.
Thought about it. Oh, doesn't get the roll, but will get an opportunity to add some points at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Jets have been to the line 15 times tonight, 13 of 15. Hawks 9 of 14. Mustafa Heron came out in this third quarter, all guns blazing. Chance at point number 19 here for the night. Puts that away. Averages just under 21 a game this season. Baxter Jr. averages 18. Campbell Scott 17 a game. Rasmussen's been well held this quarter, has 14. He goes at 29 so far this season.
1 point, the difference.
I did say it was going to be a thriller tonight.
The Jets have not been in the lead since the first quarter.
Oh, Rasmussen up and under. How about the spin on that?
So the Jets now through Mustafa Heron. Gets that pass away. Now it's in the hands of Scott. Everyone just asking each other to nominate. Good defense. Double teamed on Baxter Jr. Moore with the pass. Kara onto the court.
Young man.
Confident shot.
Kobe Kara had a good one earlier tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League for the Hawks. They got the win over the Jets. Big basket there.
And that's why it's so good, because these players come onto the court. They're warmed up. He gets the rebound as well. What an injection from the pint. And Kobe Kara. Moore goes one-on-one with Scott. Kara has got confidence, wants to go again, kicks it back out to Moore. And he goes up under the rim, and then a wayward pass, and it is going to the Jets. So good defense coming in from the men in green.
And you talk about Kobe Kara, there he is, the young man on screen out of Napier Boys High School, a local, 4th season in the Sal's NBL, is getting a lot more minutes now through Rapid League, as you just mentioned, but They're up by 3. Anything can happen. The Jets are on a roll. He goes down and he nails a 3. That margin's back to 6. It's where we were at half-time.
They just can't pull away. The Hawks, Baxter Jr. can certainly put the ball away into the net.
I gotta love this guy. 25 for Baxter Jr.
Kara, can he go back-to-back with the 3s? No, this time well away. Slams his thighs. Not happy with that one.
Before that shot, Baxter Jr. 1 of 9 from deep. And his second make couldn't have come at a better time. We've got a timeout here late in the third quarter.
All right, we have who's there coming onto the court with me for...
Might give us a chance, actually, to bring our interactive poll back up.
Shoot and win.
Because the crowd, or the audience, the viewers, were with the Hawks in a big, big way, weren't they, through the first half? Has it changed? No, the Hawks still leading the way here. Nearly 2-1 over the Jets. Maybe a chance for you at home to scan on that QR code and have a vote here. It's our live poll. It's free. Sal's Pizza's up for grabs. But the audience at the moment, TJ, still going with the Hawks.
It's a tough one. The Jets have not been able to eclipse the Hawks at the moment and take the lead. It has been the Hawks throughout almost the entirety of the match. Every time the Jets just claw their way back at that lead, they just extend.
Well, the Jets haven't led the game at all. Haven't led.
Did they not get the first bucket?
Oh, I think the Hawks got the first basket. Biggest lead for the Hawks is 10. And looking at the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet, no lead for the Jets.
I stand corrected. But you know, they've come within 1, they've come within 2, 3, but they just cannot get on top of the Hawks at the moment. Mustafa Heron, wide open shot for the youngster at the end, can't get there, but they've got the offensive rebound and it's intercepted by none other than Kobe Kara. And Baxter Jr. comes across.
Yeah, foul's going to be on Campbell Scott. Don't worry about the points counting. Tommy Ferguson wants it, but a foul's been called before that. I'm pretty sure it was on Campbell Scott. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, and that's the one that's been called, the first one. So Kobe Kara will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Has been counted as 2 on the board, so maybe the continuation, but well, they have. They've actually counted the basket. So they get the 2. Rasmussen on the drive. That's not clear, but the Hawks are going to keep it. So just a couple of seconds to go in this third quarter. Handy basket for the Hawks. Coin officials having a chat. Maybe a deflection in there. Sam Pan and Amy Jo Clark. It is going to stay the way of the Hawks.
To the crowd's dismay. So a couple of seconds to get the shot off. More not going to get there. And so after 3 quarters of basketball, it is 71-66. The Hawke's Bay Hawks still holding on to that lead, and I say that very with not a lot of confidence. Holding on to that win, 71 points to 66.
He scored another prize. All right, where's our ball? Thanks, guys. Go. All right, we're ready. Go. Shoot it up. Let's go. Cheer them on, guys. There we go. That's one there. We got the 3 ring. And it's Jibbit. Go, Sal's Pizza Slice. Beanie, last one. Go. One more. Let's get that 4th shot and you got 10 seconds. Hey, there we go. Let's go up the home now. We get to A, Property Brokers, Jets Beanie. It's Sal's Pizza, Pizza Slice, Jets Jibbit, and a Jets Ring. There you go. Well done. I'm going to grab that one there. Thank you. Woo, well done. Let's give it up for Hosea. Last quarter, 66-71 to the Hawke's Bay Hawks.
No more hukama. Welcome back to Fly Palmy Arena in Palmerston North, and strap yourselves in because this last quarter is going to be
fire.
Rated E for enthralling, but it's also going to be fire, and I asked for a spicy game, and I think we're going to get it.
Yeah, we are. Chemist Warehouse stats to three-quarter time. We have a game on our hands, some things to look out for in this last quarter. Jordan Nartai, Josh Roberts, both with 4 fouls each for the Hawks. Slowly but surely, the Jets and their shooting percentage is creeping up. They have had more shots in this game. Still going at a 35% clip though to the Hawks, 44%. Baxter Jr., the player to watch, 25 in the game. Mustafa Heron up to 20 now for the Jets as well.
So the Jets looking to
Look
take
out.
the lead. Can't do so.
He's had a few looks tonight, Campbell Scott. He's usually pretty good from long range.
Well, Mustafa Heron is well and truly hassled by young Tommy Ferguson.
Yeah, just bailed out late. Campbell Scott, by the way, 1 of 9 shooting, 0 of 6 from beyond the arc, and that is very rare for him.
Particularly after his game last week, what we all dubbed a breakout game. He gets the ball back in hand. Baxter Jr., who really has been a shining light for the Jets, and he just gets up and under, threads himself through.
Well, great handles as well. It looked like he lost control of it then and was somehow able to keep it alive for the points, and Isaiah Moore responds at the other end. Another basket inside the paint for him.
At the moment, just going tit for tat, these two teams. Mustafa Heron, well, talk about handles, he couldn't quite keep control there. Kara still on court, kicks the ball out wide, looking for a three. Can't get the finish, and Scott, he gets the rebound.
And Sutherland, not too far away, would probably like that time again. He's usually pretty good with space.
Judd running a great mullet and running some great lines tonight. Fake the three. Baxter Jr. though doesn't fake that one. No imposter here. That guy is the real deal.
30 piece for him tonight. 3rd triple of the game for Troy Baxter Jr. 7 rebounds as well. And the margin of 2 off the back of that as Sutherland gets busy and misses.
Well, it's only fitting that Stir Fry is playing in the background, because Baxter Jr. is certainly cooking up Stir Fry or something.
Oh, I like it. I'm hungry too. Isaiah Moore.
Here we go through Judd. Up and under. Lovely finish.
Great work, Liam Judd.
And it's tie game.
He has. He's tied it up. Just kept control of it, didn't he? Going downhill at speed. Speaking of which, Isaiah Moore again showing a burst of speed. He moves to 18 in the game. And I think I'd be pretty right at saying that all 18 have come within a couple of steps of the basket.
Yeah, they're just giving him too much license to move inside the paint.
All right, bit of turbulence in the house. Let's go.
All the times he's had an open lane as well. That time not so much, but just needing to be aware of the space on the court.
48 inside the paint now, TJ, for the Hawks.
Let's go.
Well, they average 55, which is top in the league, as we mentioned. 3 the game. Campbell Scott. Just look at the options. Plenty of movement from his teammates. Steps back. Can't get the finish as well. No one crashing the boards as well for the Jets.
Come on.
Moore kicks it out this time. It's Rasmussen. Baxter Jr. just collects the roll off that rebound.
Not often you'll see Keanu Rasmussen miss a shot like that.
Cutting across and going underneath, but just unable to execute the final finish.
I reckon defense will be rewarded there. It will, and Nartai's out of the game. That's his 5th. I just don't know that Jordan Nartai, as he caught the ball, knew that the defender was there.
I don't think he did.
And that's his night done. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
Let's take a look. This is the failed shot. We'll take a look here.
I just think as he caught the ball and turned, it was all too late. He couldn't avoid contact, and that is a big moment in this game. Josh Roberts still sitting with 4 fouls, and now Jordan Ngatai is done for the game. I know he's standing on the court, but that's it.
Fouled out. Jordan Ngatai with just under 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter, and he is a huge player for this team. Literally huge, as in he's a big unit, but also his shooting is going to be missed.
Yeah, that is a big moment in this game, and it opens things up for the Jets. I think we're just going to have a reset of the clock here. I think it was Campbell Scott defensively that had planted his feet. Here's Jordan Ngatai still having words to say from the sidelines. He's not happy. But just the way Campbell Scott was set, he just had nowhere to go.
Smart move from Campbell Scott. Yes, he hasn't had the opportunities when it comes to points tonight. That's a big play.
Josh Roberts on the bike at the moment. He'll come back into the game at some stage. Baxter Jr.'s had it all going his way tonight. Ties it up again with another 3. 33 for him. Wow. Yeah, it's a career high. 29 was his career high in the finals last year.
Against the Hawks. Oh no, against
well, it was against the Hawks. He was playing for the Rams.
Yeah.
Tommy Ferguson answers with 2.
Mustafa Heron. Unsuccessful. He was all to the rebound. Couldn't get there. Rasmussen. He goes the long way around to the rim and gets there.
Yeah, classy stuff by Rasmussen. He has just been a delight to watch in the opening few rounds this season. He has 18 tonight.
Just over 34 minutes of basketball, and the Jets are yet to take the lead. I think inching closer and closer.
Just his second basket of the game, Campbell Scott. 2 of 11 shooting tonight for him.
Sutherland couldn't get that one to drop. Campbell Scott looking at the options. Baxter Jr., while he's full of confidence right now, goes to the rim. Strong finish and gives the flex as well. And why not? He deserves it.
And he saw the young man, Kobe Kara, in front of him and thought, you know what, son? I'm going to teach you a lesson here.
Tie game again.
Yeah, big, nice first step by Troy Baxter Jr. 35 for him. And fouls. Add another 2 for Isaiah Moore, yet again at the basket. For every Sells NBL coach sitting at home, picking this one apart and taking notes, Isaiah Moore and his speed and ability to get to the basket. He's got crossovers, he's got hesitations, he's got a change in speed, and we've seen it so many times tonight.
Just got so many different options on offense. The different types of shots he can execute. His handles, his decision making. Tough man to defend. Mustafa Heron, he's on 20 points tonight. Goes into the paint, kicks the ball out to Judd, waiting in the wings.
Oh, there's that corner shot.
Money ball.
He is deadly from the corner, Liam Judd. Sam Grugan wants a timeout, and guess what?
First time in the lead for the Manawatu Jets, and it's come with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. That is a hard grind by the Jets, and they totally deserve to be in the lead right now.
They absolutely do, TJ, you're right. They've battled manfully tonight. The big news, of course, in the last 48 hours, here's Liam Judd from the corner. Mustafa Heron with the assist. The big news, of course, was Tyrell Harrison, who was contracted for 4 games after playing 3, was called up and asked to head home to Brisbane. So coming into this game, not only did they need to replace a 7-footer, which you can't do, they also had to find a way to replace 15 points and 16 rebounds a game. Campbell Scott started this game as the next best rebounder for the Jets with just under 6. The point guard certainly was not going to be able to fill the breach alone. And lo and behold, they have got some big performances out of their imports. Troy Baxter Jr., 35 points, 9 rebounds. Mustafa Heron, 20 points and 7 rebounds. And what about the cameo tonight from Liam Judd? 14 points in the game, including that big three. And look at Troy Baxter Jr.
Oh, he's feeling it, and why not? He's at a career high at the moment in this game on 35. You mentioned Harrison. One stat that he was also big on was the blocks. He was second in the league behind big man Sam Timmins. So the Hawks now looking to regain the lead through Rasmussen, but it just ricochets off the backboard. Baxter Jr. with the rebound.
40 piece for him tonight. What do you think? He's going to give it a shake.
It's doable. Heron. Baxter Jr. looking to free himself up. Can't do so. Lafayette drove hard. Oh, Judd almost had the finish. Almost had the putback. Wasn't successful. Moore stepping back left to right.
Got to stop
finish.
this man. Got to stop him. He just continues to get to the basket with ease. And the Hawks retake the lead.
Baxter Jr. was looking for the three.
Roberts back out there on 4 fouls, by the way, coming out of that timeout.
They're looking to go quickly. Transition, couldn't get there. Rasmussen bouncing off the rim. 1 point the difference. The Hawks back in the lead. Scott. Oh, in and out. He just isn't getting much luck.
None of 7 from downtown tonight for Campbell Scott.
Big stat for someone who shot so well in the last game. Sutherland.
Oh, they've responded, the Hawks. Back-to-back baskets. Isaiah Moore and Luke Sutherland back out by 4.
Timeout paying dividends at the moment for the Hawks, mate. Whatever was said by the head coach, it certainly worked. Judd looked for the options. Scott. Judd just trying to provide the screen. Scott's going to go one-on-one with Sutherland. Gets right up under the basket and will get fouled.
There, draws the foul. I like the way that he just continues to go, this young man, from fielding just up the road. It's been a tough night for him trying to stop Isaiah Moore. Hasn't shot well, but he just keeps attacking, and that's a good sign for the future of this Jets team. As we have a timeout. Hawks have responded, TJ.
Have they what? The Jets, I mean, it took them so long to get their first lead of the game, and it was short-lived. Short-lived indeed, but I think the Jets will take a look at this game and look at the opportunities that they missed. Yes, they've done incredibly well to keep in this match and deservedly took the lead beforehand, but I mean, both teams have had 79 shots, but it's the accuracy again for the Hawks. It's really leading the way.
Well, they were right in it on their home deck in round 1, the Manawatu Jets, when they went down to the Airs by 5. They then had the Southern swing in round 2, took care of business against the Sharks by 13, were really competitive against the Nuggets. High-scoring game, went down 112 to 103. And they're right in this one again. But the difference now, right now in the next 2:47, Jets win. They go to 2-2 on the season. Jets lose, they're 1-3. These are the games for a team that constantly, year in, year out, struggles to make finals. They've never won a title. I don't think they've ever played in a grand final. Sorry, I take that back, they have. This is a team right now, so early in the season, a win here sets them on a different path with players to come in. They've got to find a way to get up.
That's exactly what Campbell Scott spoke about as well pre-game when we did a little story interview with him. He's a proud man from this region. And he said he wants to see the team, the men in green, do well. And as you say, tonight could be telling. Lafayette with that rebound. Mustafa Heron.
And on their home deck as well. They've got the fans here in the stadium at Palmy Arena behind them. Someone's got to find a way to get them the win, and it might be this man, Mustafa Heron.
There's a bit of contact there too. He's asking for it, but the referees will play on. But you're totally right. The crowd, they are the sixth man on the court. You use it to their advantage. Rasmussen drives hard himself and gets the foul too.
Yeah, rewarded. Strong stuff from Keanu Rasmussen. The 21-year-old tied to the Adelaide 36ers in the Aussie NBL. Got a feeling the coaching staff there will be very happy with the progress they're seeing from Keanu Rasmussen here in New Zealand. In the Sal's NBL. 2 minutes to play, all tied up. Rasmussen at the Chemist Warehouse stripe nails the first.
Opportunity here to extend it to 2. It's been such a tight game. Can't get that one. That could prove costly in the scheme of things. 2 minutes left to play.
Jets 17 of 19 from the Chemist Warehouse. Hawks are 11 of 19.
Heron trying to butt orders at his troops. Good defense coming in from Moore. He's been impressive on attack, but that's a big play from the man.
Well, Heron and Baxter Jr. were trying to set that up amongst themselves, and Isaiah Moore was equal to the challenge.
Roberts left that one out on the edge again. Can't finish. Really need to bank those ones.
Let's go.
That's a bad miss in the scheme of this game right now. Hawks needed that, and the Jets with a chance to respond.
They'll probably rush that shot there as well, the Jets.
Defense.
Minute 8 seconds left to play. 1 point the difference. More. Baxter Jr. tried the block, couldn't get it, so 3-point game now.
What a game this young man has had tonight. 25 points tonight for Isaiah Moore. Has put up 23 shots. A couple of steals as well. And I know the Hawks were hopeful that he was going to be the real deal. We saw him on debut close to a triple-double against the Sharks, and he's come out tonight and led the way yet again for this team. He's been a star, and he may have done enough. He may have just done enough for the Hawks to get the win.
Game clock is ticking down. Mustafa Heron for 3. Rebound unsuccessful for the Jets. That's big.
Both teams have their player timeout available.
Moore's going to take his time here. Trying to wind down that clock. Lafayette there in defense. Roberts moves around. Oh, miscommunication. This is the moment now for the Jets.
Well, some confusion there because Kobe Kara was on the cut. But I think the pass was intended for Keanu Rasmussen. And between them, they both missed it. Timeout here, 26 seconds to play. Both teams still have their player timeout. Watch this, GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. You'll see Kara on the cut here. And just some confusion. In fact, the pass would have missed Rasmussen anyway. So all the pressure right now on Coach Natu Tofale and the Jets.
Who are you going to in a play like this, Justin? You're Natu Tofale. Who are you making that play around?
Well, Baxter Jr.'s had a massive game, 35, and I think the Hawks will be talking about that in their timeout. I'm going to Mustafa Heron. He's a star. He's got 22 in the game. He can mix it up outside to inside. He can make the magical happen. We saw it so many times last season. He's their leading scorer. I know Troy Baxter Jr. has had a big game. If Heron drives the basket here, Baxter Jr. needs to follow him in. I mean, he's highlighted in the third quarter. That putback was one of the best we're going to see this season. Between those two, they're the ones, but the one man to look for here, and I know he hasn't had a good shooting night. He's 2 of 12, he's 0 of 7 from downtown. Do not discount Campbell Scott.
Well, the comments on TikTok are predicting we're going to go to overtime.
Liam Judd in the corner. I mean, they've got firepower, this team. They've got to score here. A 2 will do, that's okay. There's plenty of time, but they must score.
Let's see what's on the cards for the Jets.
Baxter Jr. in the corner here.
Mustafa Heron, he's just going to go for
That'll
the
do.
2.
That'll
Yep.
do. I like that. Good work by the Jets. Good work by Mustafa Heron. Hawks call a timeout now. Only 6 seconds off the clock.
And they're not on the bonus yet either. So they've got fouls to give.
Just wondering if that score is right at the moment, showing 90 to 88. There we go, 90 to 89, right on cue. Jets will be happy with that, and now a little bit of pressure here back to the Hawks. Sam Grugan. Now, of course, do they bring it in from the baseline? 24 seconds. Do they advance the ball 14? You would think they've got to bring it in from the baseline, right? Try and use as much time as they can. Jets have got some fouls to give.
No doubt there'll be some full court pressure coming in from the Jets as well. We've seen strange things happen with 20 seconds to play.
Jordan Natai there fouled out of the game. You can see from his motions, he's saying to his team, look after the ball, hang on to the thing, do not turn it over here. Be strong. Gee, they could do with him right now.
100%.
1 point margin, 20 seconds to play. Baxter Jr., Heron, Scott, Lafayette, who's played a nice little game as well, especially defensively. And Liam Judd, here's the pressure, here we go.
Here we go. 20 seconds left in the game. The Jets with fouls to give. They'll go one there.
Got a foul, had to do that straight away. Just a couple of seconds off the clock. In the bonus though now. And again, pressure up the floor.
Oh, look for a steal, a tip, anything at the moment to turn that ball over. Pressure being applied by Judd. Scott.
Oh, gee, I'll tell you what, it was pretty good defense by Campbell Scott as well.
Thought so too.
Backpedaling, but it will put Rasmussen to the line. Keanu Rasmussen tonight is 4 of 6 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Here's the replay. Just watch the contact here. Defense was pretty good.
With you on that one, Justin. And Rasmussen, no trouble with the first one at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
And plenty of time for the Jets. 15 seconds. They've got their player timeout up their sleeve. I'd expect them to take it here.
But this is important in the scheme of things. He needs to bank this to force a three-pointer, and he does. So he needs 3 points just to get the overtime. No player timeout.
Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Confidence here for the Jets. Here we go.
Mustafa Heron with the ball. Scott, 5 seconds left to play. Now he calls the player timeout.
Well, I thought they would have taken it down the other end and advanced the ball, had a chat about what they were going to run. Instead, 11 seconds off the clock, and now they've got to come up with something magical in 4 seconds. A 3 to tie it. Hawks don't want to foul. That's the main thing. Just do not foul, but make sure the defense is tight.
They made it hard for themselves, the Jets there. They could have called for that player timeout, had it advanced, and then had, as you say, a full 14 seconds up there. Which is an age in basketball, really.
And anything inside the arc is okay here. Allow the shot. It's all right. A drive to the basket, no problems. Just don't foul. The Jets need a 3 to tie it. Can they come up with something special?
Heron to inbound. Getting away is Judd. Heron with the ball. He'll pull up for the 3 to tie it. Can't get it. Lafayette with the rebound. And that is the game.
Hawks get it. Right play, right move. Mustafa Heron was the right man to have ball in hand. Defense on the closeout was good.
And the look on Mustafa Heron's face says it all. That was certainly rated E for entertaining on your Thursday night. It exceeded our expectations. The Jets pushed the Hawke's Bay Hawks right until the very end, but it was the visitors who got the win, 92 points to 89, 3 points the difference, and the Jets, well, they had the opportunities, didn't they, Justin?
Yeah, they did. Exciting way to start round 3, especially with Tyrell Harrison out and hopefully some more players coming in for the Jets soon, but they go to 1-3 on the season. They've had 2 chances to win at home in round 1 and here again tonight. went down to the Airs by 5, went down to the Hawks by 3. The team in green aren't too far away, but hats off to the Hawks. They've won their last 2. They're at full strength. Isaiah Moore looks like he's a star. Rasmussen's a star as well. And they're going to go home with the second win of the season. They're 2-1. Good stuff. Chemist Warehouse stats. I know we're getting through them, but a lot to like from both teams here tonight.
Oh, 100%. And it was a valiant effort from the Jets as well. A lot of people counted them well and truly out without Harrison, but they stood up, and what Natu Tafale said, they just needed to work together. As cliche as it was, man on screen, Baxter Jr. with a career-high 35 points in this game. Judd also very impressive too. And there's plenty of positives to take from this game for the Jets.
Yeah, there is, and they have to look to the positives. It wasn't a win. They've got a tough road ahead. They've got the Bulls, the Giants, the Tuatara, and the Saints. Importantly for the Hawks, though, have got a little bit of time off now. They've got some space. I don't think they play again for another 8 or so days, maybe 9.
Yeah, next Saturday, 20th of April is when they play next, but there's games coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, Giants at home to the Tuatara. New import guard coming in for the Giants. Look out for some news on that tomorrow morning. Airs and the Phi Saturday afternoon. Nuggets and the Saints Saturday night. That is an absolute beauty. Looking forward to the Rams and the Tuatara on Sunday afternoon as well. That game also live on Sky Open. It is a grand final rematch.
It's going to be a thrilling game, and this one has been exciting. We've loved every minute of it. We were on the edge of our seats. Both teams can be incredibly proud of their performance, but there can only be one winner, and it was the Hawke's Bay Hawks getting the win, 92 points to 89 on behalf of the Sky Sport crew and myself and Justin. We wish you a good night, and we will see you tomorrow for the big battle in the Sal's NBL. Good night.